Okay, hi, Pillars of Eternity time. Help make our game better by enabling telemetry. Help us learn more about how you play. Yeah, whatever, dude. Steal my credit card info. I don't care. My social security number is 749 37 5084. There. Hey, where my hug? Come on, where my hug? Come on, where my hug? This one off for a full playthrough? I would like it to be a full playthrough. I checked. It's only 30 hours. I checked. Would your SSN be a combination of all the body parts SSNs? Yes. I'm just gonna turn on high graphics. Wait, why is this a thing? Big head mode gives characters heads that are ludicrously disproportionate to their bodies. Thanks, Josh. Josh, what did you do? You fucking idiot, Josh. You want to play 2 big CRPGs at the same time? I'm stupid. So yeah. Seems like a lot. I'm in a CRPG mood. All right, let's go. I'm not a newcomer, but I don't know, dude. I'll try normal. I'll try normal. All right. So this is the same Obsidian that made Fallout New Vegas, isn't it? Or had they like lost all their people by then and it's like a new team? Oh yeah.
5 wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
This opening is so Baldur's Gate 1. Holy shit. Holy shit, this opening is so Baldur's Gate 1. Also, I don't know if you guys know this with Larry and the people who make Baldur's Gate 3. So they've been trying to make, well, I guess not trying, they've succeeded. They've been making Divinity, like the series, for a long time. Since 2002. They started with their first game, Divine Divinity. Then it went to Beyond Divinity, Divinity 2, and then Divinity Original Sin, then Divinity Original Sin 2. There's also Divinity Dragon Commander. But Marcy was showing me this thing the other day. So Divine Divinity, their first game from 2002, right? Larian's first ever CRPG, right? It's pretty good, supposedly. It's got like some good reviews. It's Steam still says it's pretty good. Like, people seem to like it, right? Here's what IGN had to say about it. And if this isn't prophetic, I don't know what is. IGN declared, in summary, that Divine Divinity is a very easy game to get into and enjoy. It lacks anything memorable, like the party NPCs with minds and a dialogue of their own in Baldur's Gate 2 Shadows of Am, but it has atmospheres, tons of quests, and a great deal of variety to offer. Above all, it's plain fun to play, to develop your character and find ever better weapons and armor to face the foes around the next corner. And who knows, with BioWare's assets tied up in lightsabers, and Black Isle Studio working on a game that has no strategic pause mode, perhaps Larian will step forward to carry the CRPG banner in the near future. We could do a lot worse. That was a review in 2002 for their first video game. Holy shit, brother. Holy shit, brother. 21 years later, Baldur's Gate 3 years later, Baldur's Gate 3 is such a big game, and I can't believe this. I saw a tweet about it today. Baldur's Gate 3 is such a big game. It knocked down CS:GO as the most played game on Steam for a little while, which is insane. CS:GO is one of the most played video games ever. Like, in terms of raw man hours that CS:GO has, it's literally one of the most played video games in human existence. CS:GO is massive. There are actually millions of people who play it a day. Like on other stuff and other like throughout the day, I mean, like not all at once, but throughout the day, it probably gets about 1 million plus players a day. And that happens every day. But like, I just what an incredibly prophetic thing, you know? Apparently, Divinity Original Sin is actually a prequel. I'm trying to figure out which one, like, what the timeline is, because it says Divine Divinity is an action role-playing game developed by Larian Studios. It has 3 sequels: Beyond Divinity, Divinity 2, and Divinity Original Sin 2. It also has a prequel, Divinity Original Sin, and a spin-off, Divinity Dragon Commander. I don't know which one it is. I honestly kind of like want to, like, I love Divinity 2 so much that I love Divinity 2 so much that I kind of just want to go back and play through all of the timeline of the Divinity games, because like Rivellon is a really cool world, to be honest with you. Rivellon is a really, really cool world. I know it won't be nearly as fun, but I just really like Rivellon. It's a really fun, well thought out world. This one's not as good by a lot. I know. Apparently, Divinity Original Sin was, or Divinity Original Sin 2 was apparently gonna have a sequel. It was gonna have a game called Divinity Fallen Heroes. Originally announced for 2019, the game was put on hold on the 15th of October 2019 and officially abandoned by Larian on the 14th of July 2023. That's a shame. I don't know. I realized last night, I just kind of have a thing for like mid video games. And like, not like mid, like not to say that Divinity Original Sin 2 is mid or anything, but like, I've got a real thing for just like underdogs, I guess, is what I'm really trying to say. Like, I've got a real thing for underdogs, and to me, in my head, Larian Studios is an underdog studio, because even if they've made this like incredibly like successful game, Divinity Original Sin 2 and Baldur's Gate 3, like I understand that those are really successful and everything, but to me, they're an underdog because they've spent 20 years making almost exclusively CRPGs because they just love the genre so much, you know? Like, I don't know, to me that makes them kind of an underdog. They're an underdog that has found success now, but they're still like an underdog, and that makes me want to, like, you know, that makes me wanna just like dig into them a little bit, you know? Oh no. Anyway. I'm sick. I'm in a carriage and I'm sick. I got distracted. Whoa. I'm glad it automatically made me a girl. So is this based on its own role-playing system, or what is this, chat? Oh, godlike? Is this like Pathfinder, or what is this? What is an Orlin? Wait, these are kind of like goblins. Check out the godlike subraces. Okay. Oh, death god. Oh. Okay. They have cancer. The godlike are children of the Kith, civilized races who have been blessed with physical aspects.
Bring me a nice crisp
Hi,
piece of
Joey. I
meat.
love you.
Superhero Fee just traded the graveyard with 3 raiders.
These aspects may take many forms. Though some do not consider it a blessing, these aspects may take many forms and often come with mystical powers. Aberrant head shapes are typical, and godlikes are unable to wear protective headgear, as is near impossible to find anything that fits. Because their unusual nature and their inability to reproduce, godlike are often viewed with fear and wonder. Okay, I'm either leading between them and an Orlin. My problem with playing a godlike is that, like, they're called godlikes. That makes me feel like, Oh, wait, what? You can pick a body type outside of your race? I could be a tiny little godlike? That's funny. Can you do that with everybody or just with godlikes? Okay, no, it's just with godlikes. Okay. Any race can be a godlike. I see. So I could be an Orlin godlike. My problem with playing a godlike is that it's like, it does feel a little bit like that thing where it's like, you know, your player comes in and is like, actually, got armor that makes me not get hit. I'm actually the best in the whole world. Fuck you. You know what I mean? Barbarian looks kind of neat. Do I get, like, hold on. Can I, like, change my, yeah, appearance? Sure. Frenzy, sure. Okay. Sure. I just want to get to my appearance first. Culture? Sure. Sure. Okay, there. I just want to get to my damn appearance. Let's see what options there are. That looks kind of neat. Oh, you can just have any portrait you want? That's kind of neat. Huh. Okay, hold on. Go back. Oh, they have some shit, huh? Oh, they get a cool helmet? Fuck you. Why do the guys get a cool helmet? That makes me mad. Can you upload custom portraits? I don't see a thing here, but you might be able to put them in a folder somewhere. Oh my god, but look at the portraits for the... I have to be this cutie. Okay, hold on. Death Godlike, cool, but I want to be an Orlin. Orlin are the smallest of the Kith races, though many cultures don't consider them to be civilized at all. Also notable for their large ears, two-tone skin, and hirsute bodies. Or I don't know what hirsute means. Orlins are commonly found in Air Galfanth. The hell yeah, Lily. That owns. Okay, cool. So you can do portraits. Has anybody made art for? I mean, I could just do a portrait of me. That could be funny, but like, unless somebody's gonna draw me as an Orlin, I don't know. Indigenous dwarfs. Mountain arboreal. Elves have wood elf or pale elf. Amuna have island or coastal. Oh, they're like fish people. Upload Disco Kyria? Not a bad idea. Wild Orlins are the original Orlins who lived in the deepest forest and jungles between the tropics, while they have been... okay. Resolve +1. Right, okay. Alright. Lack of facial hair in the Orlin branch. Fresh pillars around it? I've never played it before. Why good luck? Is it hard? But also, hi. Welcome to chat. Nice to have you. If you can directed to a will attack, Wild Orlin temporarily gain a bonus to all defenses. Okay. Yeah, Wild sounds fun. Alright, so what classes are there? Chanter. Cypher. Whoa. Ciphers have the ability to directly contact and manipulate another person's soul and psyche, using an ally's or enemy's essence as the focus for their magic. Though most ciphers are still found in the Eastern Reach, practitioners of the techniques have spread throughout the known world. They are gaining acceptance over time, but are generally distrusted, especially by the uneducated. Ciphers can directly target allies and enemies with powerful soul-focused effects. That's kind of insane. I have played some of these games before, not as many as I would have liked. All right, I'm leaning between a Cypher or a Barbarian. I've not played as many of these games as I like because they always intimidate the hell out of me, but I really want to get better at playing them because I quite like them. Druid also sounds kind of fun. Shape-shifting Wild Orlin, that sounds kind of cool. Oh, you can pour this out. Like 2 days old. Multi-class? Leave it. I'm still sipping at it. You know what? I like a druid cipher that like can shapeshift into different or into a specific form. Spirit shift wolf. Modal? Oh, okay, so it's a toggle. 1 per encounter. I gotta turn into a stag, right? That's the cuck animal. Lost endurance inflicts damage over time. I gotta do a stag. That sounds cool. And kind of funny. Wait. Just gonna take all my points from everything. And then figure out where I want to put them. Okay, so what does the stars mean? Highly recommended for druid, highly recommended for druid, recommended for druid. Okay. Punishing characters' overall health and stamina, although does not use much as interaction, sometimes checked to withstand pain or endure a physically taxing ordeal. Okay. Put that at like 10. We have 50 points to spare. %, damage, healing. Okay, so you don't start to get pluses until it's above 10. We could put this at like 15. Let's get everything to 10, since it seems like you're like penalized unless it's at 10. Okay. Dexterity and interaction of user sleight of hand and fast reactions. Affects the combat action speed with all attacks. Okay. Like 13. Put this shit at like 15. Intellect. You put resolve at like 13. Perception and constitution a little higher. I don't know. Is this fine? I don't know anything about these games. Is this fine? Is this good? I don't know. Is it a good stat line? Doesn't matter. We're going with it. Oh. For druid? Yeah. I don't know what system this uses. It's not like... It's not? Well, I don't know, dude. I don't know anything about this game. I don't have any more points to do. This is giving me like minimum... Like... Minimum fucking no, like I'm getting a bonus on everything. Yeah, it says might and intellect, which I put at 15. I mean, 10 is like base without any like losing any things, so 15 seems fine. It says might, intellect, and then resolve, but mostly might and intellect. You play Baldur's Gate 1? Yes, a long time ago. A long time ago. I owned the original 6 CDs. That's how long ago. They did it on a laptop. I was like fucking 8. Non-important stats are a little too high. Well, yeah, my stats are basically even, because, I mean, I'm assuming I don't want to min-max to the point of, like, oh, my constitution is, like, 7, so I've got minus 15% endurance and health, you know? Like, I'm assuming I don't want to do that. I would assume I would want some of these at, like, base minimum, like, you know, 10, since that's when you're not losing any percentage stuff. I'm at dexterity at 13 because it seems important in combat. Combat, it affects characters' action speed with all attacks, spells, and abilities, and contributes to the reflex defense. I mean, I could put more into perception, I guess. Oh. But con is dangerous to make low. I don't want to have a bunch of low health. You try to min-max everything, none of criticism except CRPGs. I don't get that at all. Well, I don't necessarily hate min-maxing CRPGs, but like, It's more so that I don't understand why this is a bad stat line from what I'm reading on the side. It seems like a good stat line. I would want to start with a basic character that's kind of okay at everything and then min-max them after that. That's my thought process. Also, I don't know. I guess I kind of just like being able to experience everything as much as I can, like I did in Disco. I know it's a little inherent to the genre. Good luck, Manta. I know it's a little inherent to the genre, but it kind of annoys me whenever I'm trying to do something and it's like, oh, sorry, your stats are not good enough for that. Guess you'll have to play the whole game again. And I'm like, I don't wanna. I wanna do it now. I have ADHD. I'm impatient. Slamming my fist on the table. I wanna do it now. Disco Elysium VODs, they'll be up on the YouTube channel when this is over and I have time to actually upload again. You can respec at every vendor? Okay, cool. That's pretty good. I gotta make her, like... Maddox, thank you for the follow. I'm behind on YouTube uploads, including some awkward ones, but whatever, we'll just get through it. Fuck it. I'll just leave it at this for now. I mean, I guess I can take some out of that and put it there. I don't know, man. I'm so sorry, Dan Cash. This is your cross to bear. Largest, most powerful force in the this part of the world is centered around the equator and is a tropical climate. Ow. Toastcos, thank you for the follow. I have like I have a bump on my nose and it hurts. Owie. Perception. I really like this one. Large, cracked, southern expanse of polar ice. The white that wins is a home to the pale elves and small colonies of daring explorations, outcasts, and adventurers. While virtually no plant life grows in the white, it is home to many hardy species of dangerous animal. I guess that doesn't really fit for a druid, though. The Living Lands does. This is might. Right, that's this. Yeah, okay. Colonist? No. Could I have just, like, lived there? Sure. Drifter is fine. I can't customize my wildling at all. Or my fucking wild Orlin, rather. Yeah, but it makes me sound like a colonialist, and I'm not. Alright.
I'm here. I shall lead us. Let's go! quickly and quietly. Eh?
Now I am leader of the group.
You're mine! Nothing will slip past me.
Yeah? I'll lead the way.
Nice. Inner name. Gobshite Smacko. That's my name. I can't think of a better name. This is the only thing I've got. I can't think of a better name. I'm bad at names. Not Femoid Fart Muncher? No. I'm not naming myself Samwise Gamgee. Slobby Gobby. I don't even know what like lore accurate names they have. I'll be honest, I know I just put it in as a joke, but I'm already kind of attached to Gobshite Smacko. Imagine this little fucking druid Orlin comes at you fucking slobbering and slavering and goes, "Hi, I'm Gobshite Smacko, sell me things." I'm kind of already attached, it's funny. Alright, fuck it, I'm Gobshite Smacko. You guys can't see, but right here at the bottom, Gobshite Smacko, level 1 druid. They call her the Goblin. But not like goblins like the race of creatures, just the Goblin. Because she's always gobbling. Gobbling up the food, gobbling up the materials, gobbling up everything. Oh, this isn't voiced, huh? Okay. I guess that's fair. I'm used to these things being voiced. The Gobbler. The Cobbler Gobbler. Caravan Master finishes dressing the group with a bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays
it is
close
voiced.
to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods towards a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the caravan master turns to you, frowning as he looks
Touch of
you
the
over.
rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, of course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Well, Odema looks over his shoulder at his assistant, a lanky, intense man named Sparfell, who carries an old sun-bleached bow. Sparfell nods and slides the worn bow over his shoulder. I like how in Baldur's Gate now PoE you've picked the racist magnet races. Listen, you're telling me the trans girl who already feels ostracized from society to the point that she represents herself as a literal zombie keeps picking the marginalized races that nobody else likes because she loves an underdog story? Say it ain't so. Sorry, that was mean. I didn't mean for that to be mean. It wasn't mean? Okay. I thought it came across as mean. Where would I find these
They grow on a
berries?
bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
I'm wrong, but I was... it ain't so. I'm wrong, but I was ordered. And you followed the order. Good girl. It looks like Steve Buscemi. True. No fair, that was an ambush. I know. Okay.
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again.
Sometimes
They
people
didn't
just
build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear.
sometimes people just sneeze, and that's a new world in their tabletop game. Excuse me. Sorry. Sneeze there. Whew.
Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
He adds with a wink. Your character's attributes, skills, class, race, culture, and sex may all... I mean, don't mind if I do. May all open up options for you in dialogue. Those options are not necessarily superior to the other responses, but give you a wide variety of choices. The manner in which someone responds to your choices depends on their individual personality and attitude. All right.
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
My only problem with CRPGs like this is that I kind of hate when you don't wake up as like a person with like no memory or anything, so they don't have to explain the world to you like you do in Disco Elysium or whatever. Because like when they start dropping all these proper nouns at me of stuff that I don't have any context for, I find it like they'll be like, you know, I'm like, what the fuck is a Ingwithan? What is a Gathland or whatever? I'm like, I struggle with that stuff. Like my brain struggles to like make a mental map about it, but I want to get better at that, which is part of why I'm playing these. Bye, cursor. Yeah, that's fair, Kuzi and Dan. I don't know. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Like, I know Marcy loves that shit. Marcy loves to just be dropped into a world where they start dropping all these proper nouns at you and just act like you already know what they're talking about. And I know a lot of people really love that stuff. And I want to love it, but it just... I'm too stupid. I have memory issues, and I hate how much my memory issues impact my ability to play games, but like I have memory issues. They're gonna be like, remember the Ingwithans in 5 hours? And I'm like, no, I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all.
Not if you hurry about your business.
Games that have like indices that you can check for that stuff make me a lot happier. Why let that stop you? It shouldn't. It just makes me feel really stupid is the thing. That's really it, Dorbu. Like it makes me feel stupid and insecure in myself. Yeah, this does highlight words and stuff, which is nice, but it doesn't highlight everything.
The weather holds up. This time of year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a Beowick, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never care to. They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots.
Okay.
Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason.
God, this is so Baldur's Gate.
Properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies
True,
if it
Dorbu.
gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
Streaming these games is one of the reasons, playing these games, streaming them rather than on my own is like part of the reason. How do I say that? Hold on, let me reconstruct this whole sentence. part of the reason I want to stream these games rather than playing them on my own is so that if I don't remember a thing, you guys can be like, oh, they told you about this a while ago. Because I feel like most of you understand that when I ask you to like tell me about something that I don't remember, I'm not just like, oh, lazy streamer doesn't pay attention. I'm genuinely like having a memory moment.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
The travelers resting eyes at length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who spent the journey's night sleeping on an uneven ground with a blanket or a pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
Woman looks up on her own time. She needs fences from here. Just watch that she doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Oh, that's a party member.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Welcome to Pillars of Eternity. This is your first visit to the world of Aora. You may want to watch these windows to become familiar with the tools and interfaces available to you. You got it, brother. Your party always consists of your character and up to 5 additional companions or adventurers. When the caravan is camped outside the Galfanthan ruins, Odema has assigned Kaliska to help you. Kaliska is a fighter, a class that excels at close quarters defense, using her abilities to complement your own. To select a party member, click on their selection circle, their portrait, or press the number button that corresponds to their position in the party, starting with 1 at the left. Select multiple party members, click and hold anywhere on the screen, and drag the marquee. Oh, that's so Baldur's Gate. Over the circles of the party members you'd like to include. Move.
Leave it to me.
Click it. Oh my god, it even makes little things on the ground for when you're running. That's so Baldur's Gate. I know that other CRPGs do this, but my first experience with it was Baldur's Gate, and I'm pretty sure Baldur's Gate did shit like this first. So, like, holy fuck, that's so Baldur's Gate.
Just say the word.
Red circle with a slash through it. You cannot walk to that part of the map. Okay. Members are selected. The action bar is hidden. See an individual character's option. Select only that character. Oh, you can even hold right click to... Okay.
Just say the word.
And then there's the action bar. I see. Okay.
Just say the word.
The word. How do you move the camera? Gobshite Smacko. That sure is her name. Gobshite Smacko. First level druid. Wild Orlin. 152 health? My god. Okay. Oh, you can just change the voice and portrait whenever? That's kind of nice. Who is saying to turn off auto level companions? Okay, why should I turn this off? Because to be honest, I would rather it turn them off. Or I would rather it auto level them, is what I meant to say. Because I unless it's like really bad auto leveling, like it always chooses the worst shit or something. I'm not enough of a CRPG player yet that I'm like, oh, I should be handling all of this. I might turn it off later, but I'm gonna leave it on for now. Just because I'm not enough of a CRPG player to be like, oh god, yeah, that's annoying. I'm gonna turn that off. I should be the one to do this. How do I move the camera around? Not with WASD. The fuck? What the fuck are you doing? Why are you putting it on the fucking arrow keys? What are you doing? There. Double speed? I don't know. Z. Wait, no, this should be... Yeah. Half speed. X. That's set to cancel action. C. That's set to character sheet. X, and then set cancel action to mouse 4. Sure. Oy. Okay. Wild. Scouting is used for stealth, finding objects like traps and secret containers while scouting. Character selection circles should fill with yellow when a character is starting to detect them. When the circle fills with yellow, character is suspicious and will move to investigate when the circle fills with red. When it's fully red, your character becomes discovered. Character's ability to find hidden objects based on their mechanic skill. A higher mechanic skill allows them to find objects at a greater distance. Moving towards a character accelerates how quickly they detect you. If you actually touch the selection circle of a character with your own, you will be immediately detected. Okay. Okay.
I'll go on it.
Okay, I can pause.
I'll have this open in no time.
Attack, cancel, select all, formation, scouting, camp, inventory, character, journal, options, stronghold, and map. Okay. Well, I'll give you this. It's a very pretty looking game already. Caravan life doesn't agree with you, does it? You look as raw as a merchant. How then? Most people you encounter in the world are neutral or friendly. You can interact with them by clicking on their selection circle. When you notice them to greet you and go on their way. As of larger conversations, explore the merchant. Hyoden as a conversation opens a store with an equipment for sale. Good, Ringo. Thank you. That's me, Ringo Starr. I'm also this fucking guy for some reason. John never lets me play the fucking drums anymore. Caravanner. Is there a way to like highlight to see everybody's name, chat? To see like the names above everybody's head or whatever? Is that a thing? Toggle HUD? That just says next tab. I didn't rebind that one. Highlight interactables tab. Okay. Cool. There we go. Thank you.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
You see a man wearing a simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by a ragged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Got a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
Yeah, who is this guy? I recognize him. Scratches one cheek with his knuckles covered with uneven stubble. He hasn't gotten quite to shaving on the road.
Is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Who are you?
I'm a trader, originally from the Adir Empire.
Adir.
I've been trying to establish new business out here. Life on the road has brought some unexpected challenges, to be sure. And I'm sure you've noticed how prickly the locals can be. But we're here to make the most of things, right?
All I know is this guy's on Critical Role. I think he plays a rogue. Yeah. I don't watch Critical Role. I just watched the first episode and I instantly was like, oh, I've heard that guy in like 18,000 video games. Might as well try. My thoughts exactly.
Something else you need? Looks like we're settled for the night.
Tell me about the Adir Empire.
It's not as big as it used to be, but it's still big. The mainland is a continent northwest of here, but the colonies used to include Raed Saris and the Deerwood. About 150 years ago, Deerwood won its independence from the Empire, a fact our companions are quick to remind me of. Because it seemed friendlier than Raed Saris? My brothers took over the family mercantile business a few years ago, and there wasn't enough for me to do back home. I moved out to try and expand.
Drywood is a former Adir colony, so it seemed like a good place to start. And as much as I admire the Red Sirius work ethic, they've always struck me as a little fanatical. I mean, I don't know who any of these people are, so sounds reasonable enough. See what you got. Stores allow you to trade and sell your items for copper pieces or items in the store's inventory. Merchants buy items from you at a greatly reduced price. If you sell something, you may see it appear in your inventory, in the store's inventory, with a much higher cost. Stores periodically refresh their inventories. Oh, I have 100 copper, I think. Yeah. Do I have any weapons on me? Gobshite Smacko, what are you wearing? I've got a sword, and she's got an axe. I've also got a shield. And a stash. Alright, sure. Exploration is key in Pillars of Eternity. As you make your way through the eastern reach, the area map and see what parts of the map you've ever been to and what's left to explore. I do wish this had like a mini map. I don't really see a reason for there not to be one. Just so I could kind of have a little basis of where I was going. Like, even Baldur's Gate 1 had that. It wasn't a very good one, but it had one. The tree doesn't budge. Have oozes from the jagged wound in its trunk.
Not looking forward to trying to lift that thing tomorrow.
Oh. Characters have things to say. Can I talk to her? No, I can't.
Just say the word.
Hello. How are you, Spartho?
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
I recognize your voice. You played Iragamagori in Kill the Kill's English dub. Path winds through a narrow canyon back the way you came. Grooves in the roads mark the passage
shouldn't
of
stray
hundreds
too
of
far.
caravans. Wait till 40 hours in, we're at some emotional moment and the character drops a gobshite.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Wait, where there? Oh, fuck! Pillars of Eternity's combat uses a pausable real-time system because you will often manage more than one character at a time. So either to pause the game, issue orders, and resume real-time to see the orders play out. The options menu also contains many choices for automatic pausing when certain conditions are met, e.g. the start of combat. Okay, that's pretty based. Smack it. Wait, how do I... Oh, once per encounter. No, how do I do this? Stream's not going anywhere. Well, it is day 36. Yeah, it'll go somewhere eventually. True. So does this take place? Does this have like rounds or?
Just
is it...
say the word.
Oh, good. Oh, wait, hold on. All characters in the game, friend or foe, have your primary defenses against this. Okay. This is based on the character's attributes level, stuff. Pausable real time. Okay. Okay. Based on the character's attributes, level, items, and other effects, accuracy is compared to the appropriate defenses when an attack is made. If accuracy is below the targeted defense, the attack suffers penalty to the roll. It is more likely to result in a miss. If accuracy is above the targeted defense, the attack is more likely to result in a crit. All attacks that do damage have to overcome the target's DR, or damage reduction. An enemy's DR reduces the incoming damage by the listed amount down to a minimum percentage. If you're having difficulty hurting an enemy, try switching to a weapon that does a different damage type. Most enemies are strong against 1 or 2 damage types and weak against a similar number. So it's AC, but like with types. Okay, I want to change something here. I already instantly want to change something. How do I... I seem to have to hold the pause. How do I make the pause a toggle? What is a font ligature? I don't know what that means. Is there a way to make pause a toggle, chat? Oh, it is a toggle now. Okay. It wasn't a toggle before for some reason. Never mind. I was like having to hold it during that tutorial, or what kept unpausing. When party members take damage, they will start to lose their endurance and health. Their portrait will begin to fill with a red overlay in the health bar to the left of their portrait. Slowly to decrease. When the portrait fills entirely red, the character will be knocked out. Potion spells can be used to restore endurance. Keep characters in the fight, but health can only be restored by resting. Okay. I do wish I could make the UI a little bigger. It all, like, these are really tiny in the corner. Is that possible? Like, at least the health bar stuff I wish I could make bigger. Do you think a stag would look like this? Not even a little. I wonder what the, like, what does the little, like, diamond there mean? Is that health? It would seem so, because she's lost the first diamond and she's hurt a little bit. No, she just gained it back. Wait, no, she got healed though, so maybe?
Leave it to me.
Yeah, I didn't expect the stag to look like that. That's very funny.
Just say the word. Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to hide the selection circles. I didn't want to hide the fucking... All right. Game, why you gotta be a little annoying about this? I wanted to hide the selection circles. I didn't want to hide the fucking, like, thing that, like, where you can see where they're going. Oh, berries.
This is it.
Receive quest. Your journal will update with relevant information. If you ever get stuck, open it up to review your notes. Drifter. You're kind of a mystery to the rest of the caravan. Just some kind of wanderer the way I hear it. Oh, I can decide my backstory here. Sort of thing tends to happen with orphans. Sure, I wandered into the lives of fools, take them or talk them out of their money, wander back out. You have to when people are looking for you. Yeah, sure, I'm an orphan. Yeah, how's it you happen to come here? Burned down the orphanage and got out of there while I could. Holy shit, based. I'm a self-made orphan. My parents got what they deserved. I'm leaving all that behind. Jesus. Just casually be like, yeah, I killed my parents. They, you know, mom grounded me one too many times. And I said, you know what, bitch? Ground this knife into your fucking heart. Never had a place to call my own. Still looking. Got a lot on your mind then. Hopefully things work out in the end, but in my experience, they don't always. Kaliska breathes in her surroundings. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Radric's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You're here to settle like the rest of the lot? What offer is she talking about? That I don't know what she's talking about. What offer is she talking about? Well, my character seems to know. Free land and no taxes? Oh. It's a hard offer to pass up. Won't find many offers like it in these parts, believe me. I got some big plan in store. Getting filthy rich. I'll be honest with you, I have no idea what I'm going to do next. Completely spontaneous, huh? Interesting. Well, there's probably no hurry to make up your mind. If you got an inn in Gilded Vale, that'll put you up as long as you need. Or so my sister tells me. Anyway, I'm wasting my time here. Odema will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Why are you here? Kaliska sighs unevenly. Her eyes search the ground at her feet. Sister moved out here some time back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried, but that's how she always is. This time, though, she asked me to come out, and that's got me a little worried. Haven't seen her in ages. Been doing guide work in Ixa Middle. I'll do anything for her. She's a much better woman than me, so I'm here, and we'll see. Him I've worked with before. He doesn't usually drive her out this way, but he's doing it for me. Tell me about yourself. I've got simple needs, like open skies and far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. My family wanders too. We started in Deerwood, but my parents ended up in the living lands. I've got a brother in Rawatai and another in Adir. My sister is in Gilded Vale. She's the only real homebody. Tell me about Deerwood. Not much for history, but from what I know, it used to be part of the Adir Empire. Broke off after a war some years back. Locals here are feisty, and that's how they like it. Been in touch, but I've been hearing weird kinds of things about it lately. People have been having trouble giving birth, I guess. A lot of them. Been going on for years now, but somehow it's getting worse. With an uneasy trim in her voice, she adds, I'll have to ask my sister more about it. I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfell's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like when he feels like it. Check up on him first. Slap him around a little. Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's get you your water. No, stream's right here, stupid. Fucking idiot, stupido. It's like you don't know fucking anything. You're so stupid and wrong. And dumb and stupid and not sexy at all. Not even a little. I'm not even remotely attracted to you, stupid. Stupid idiot. Stupid. Stupo little fool. Little foolish fool. You don't know anything. Man, nothing's ever gonna beat Baldur's Gate 1's opening of the little like city that you're in. Where your dad is like, hey, I'm Eowyn.
What a surprise. Sparfell went hunting. This is recent. Not good.
Use tab key to highlight interactables. Okay. You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water while Callisto waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. You've gained an item quest, full water skin added to the stash. Out of the trees emerges Sparfell, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there's a strangeness to his gait, his stride wobbly as he moves towards you with labored breath.
Sparfell? Are you all right?
Sparfell's toe catches on the rock, and he... Sorry, watching him go from standing to dead on the ground is very funny. Oh, he actually is dead. Okay. Sparfell's toe catches on the rock, and he collapses forward in a heap, the feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag. Well.
Ambush!
Yeah, I can see that. Oh. Glenfathan Hunter. I cannot talk today for some reason. I keep fucking up my words. Alright, my ass is going fucking... Oh, I have so many druid spells. Nature's Mark. Suffer decreased deflection and reflex. Raising max endurance on party members. Endurance is health. Which is blinding those caught in the area of effect. Razor top. Okay. Okay.
What do you need?
God, that's so scary and loud. Okay, every time.
What you need?
Sometimes the weapon spell simply isn't well suited to pinching an enemy's damage reduction. When the attack hits, the DR will wipe out all but a small percentage of the incoming damage. You'll hear your characters complain about it when it happens. Take heed, note the damage type that's being blocked and switch to a weapon or spell that does a different type of damage. You got it, brother.
You better.
Did I cast the spell or not? Oh, okay. I don't think I did.
Love.
Oh!
Can do.
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
Killed that man instantly. What about Sparfell, though?
Just say the word.
They've been here for days or longer? Oh no, we're getting fucking hunted. You have anything to say about that, Kaliska? Chat, we're being fucking mauled and killed and deaded. What the fuck are we gonna do? Yeah, it's not like Karlak is over here about to fuck my fucking my pussy. Karlak's not about to stick her demon shaft deep down in me. I'm not getting hunted that way. Just when you thought the day couldn't get any worse. Aw, jeez. This is it for Gobshite Smacko, dude. Always just some shit going on. Oh my god, there's dead bodies over here too. What the hecky? Don't touch and ripe smell wafts from it in putrid waves. A dark crusted bloodstain besmirch its simple linen clothing. What the hecky? I wonder if what would have happened if we came over here first, because I almost did. Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
Nice. You need to go sicko mode and fucking attack. Well, first go sicko mode.
Just
No, go sicko mode.
say the word.
And now you attack. Oh, fuck, Kaliska. No, don't die.
Death to our enemies!
Okay, let's get both of you to attack this fucker. Oh, cool. It groups up their bodies together. That's kind of nice.
Just say the word.
Hold on. Before I just say the word, there was some plants over here that I didn't get. So, like, could I get those first, maybe? Okay, thank you. Haha, thank you. All around you lie the massacred remains of the other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Kaliska puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stand above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe with a thick beard tasseled it with knots, holds a wet blade. I cannot read today, Jesus. At the neck of the man you recognize as Heodin, the last of your caravan left standing. No, I need to buy things from him! Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. Lore 1. So ruin has not been sullied by our hands, men of Eric Glenfanth. Fucking... Oh, video games and their proper nouns. Hi, A. Why have you done this? Trespasses in places of which no mortal man is worthy. Your Fuck, I cannot read today, chat. I'm sorry. You are trespassers and plunderers all. We will see this outrage avenged. So I say again, lay down your arms. Don't trust them. They mean to kill us all. Might 14. Intellect 13. Requirements not met. I don't even get to see what it would be. Intellect 15. Sure, I know some shit. Judging by the string of animal teeth around your neck, I am guessing you are worshippers of Gallowayne. Gallowayne told you to stop protecting the ruins, would you? And frowns and motions as if to swing his axe. Heoden witches, but the blow never comes. Said the man cocks his head intrigued. Of course, but he would not. It is by the command of all the gods that we accept this charge. How do you know? Because it's consistent with their beliefs or because it's what you were told? The man glares. It has always been known to my people. I see. Why? Oh, no, I picked the Redditor option by mistake. I see. And what if Gallowayne's edicts, what if Gallowayne's edicts that weakness and age must be purged by youth and strength? You think Gallowayne would want some moldy, crumbling stones to survive this long after their builders have turned to dust? The man's nostrils flares as he fumes. He would not! He told us otherwise! I'm sure he did, but actually, just not you personally. Why should that stop you from killing innocents? Distracted, the man's grip falters on the axe handle and he nearly fumbles it, forwarding hand in the moment he needs to dodge out of his swing, which comes too late. Howling with rage, the man charges you instead. Let's go! Being an annoying fucking Redditor got me Heoden. Let's go! Heoden, can I get items for free now? That would be pretty pog. Blinding Strike. A dirty attack makes the opponent unable to see, inflicts extra damage and blinds the target. Oh. Hit his ass! Knockdown. Shoves an enemy with enormous force, knocking them prone and causing additional damage. Get his ass! And me? Well, you know, it's cuckin' time. And now, I beat the shit out of that one. No, hit that guy. You, where are you?
How can I?
Okay, cool, we got him. You scored a crit. A crit is a better result than a hit, and they are more likely to occur when the attack's accuracy is higher than the target's defense. Attacks that,
Can I be aware of that?
No. How goes the game? It's fun so far. Higher than target's defense. Attacks that do more damage will do more damage on crit. Attacks that inflict status effects or afflictions will have increased duration on a crit. Grazes are worse than hits and suffer decreased damage and effect durations. Damn, I fucking mulched that guy. How is he talking? We actually mulched him. Wait. Wait, I don't think the game is programmed for me to get a crit there. He's actually just, like, body parts on the ground. How is he speaking? Fucking mulched that guy. Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in a wheezing, fitful gasp. He looks not to you, but to the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of the wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good. Good. The gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp. It's electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you, it feels as though it is rending you apart from within. Seated against a wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom slashed across the chest and bowel, Odema's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head. His eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Oh, okay. Oh, these are the pillars, and they're eternitying everywhere. Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with every step, You set your hands in the worn folds of a weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. The last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up to the ledge. Heoden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who had been feigning death lunges for Heoden and topples him into the rocky ground. Restrained, Heoden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you. Despite the wind from your position, if you were to throw your weapon at the attacker, you would have a good chance of hitting your mark. Oh. Heoden, no! Your aim is true, and the hit jars Heoden loose. Lurching to his feet, Heoden clambers up the base of the rocks as he nears the top. However, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with a waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Heoden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. Let's go! I rescued the Shumfi. There is a deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. You're getting access to Stronghold, and then you can be... Okay.
Was that?
A Beowick. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
What is a Beowick again? The guy told me at the beginning, but I don't really get it.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
Already gained 1,233 experience. What the fuck? It's a soul reaping storm. Oh, okay. Born in 1964, Jeffrey Bezos.
A dim corner just used Bezos bucks. It's a type of car. A Buick, right?
Yeah, exactly. Den, thank you for the resub. Bye.
Just say the word.
Okay, the word. You keep asking me to do this, and I don't get it.
That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
What happened out there? Kaliska shakes her head. Windstorm, of a kind they only get in Air Glanfath. Not so many people live through them, so it's hard to know what's true. The Glanfath word is Beowak. To them, it's the god's way of reaping the souls of the land. They couldn't find their own way out, but they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. Still got yours? Fuck you, boss. Is your weapon gone? Probably. Who attacked us? Glanfathans. Those would be the hut dwellers Odema warned you about. Look to be the Fangs of Galloway, and who are the twitchiest of the lot. I'm a twitcher. They go ruin to ruin, looking for fights with colonists. Poor Odema. I think he half expected this once we lost the main road. The Glanfathans said we trespassed in the ruins. I don't believe that. Odema would never allow it. But as much as the Fangs are hotheads, Glanfanthans don't attack without being provoked. Either they saw something at the wrong idea, or she glances down the passage beyond, or there's looters in here with us. That's not something we need right now. No, don't wow, we're effectively. Wah! What about everyone else in our caravan? Kaliska's lips press together and her chin rumples. Her voice is faint. The wheels got hold of them now. She looks up. Gods grant them better luck in their next lives. Sorry, the wheel? That sounds fucking dope. What is my mouth doing? Wah. Hello? Why is my mouth like moving when I'm done talking? It moves after I'm done. Look. What the fuck? Hello?
Why does a chicken coupe have 2 doors? / because if it had 4 it'd be a chicken sedan.
True. Gonria. Gonria forever. Never coming back. Ah, ba, ba, ba. Okay, that seemed to fix it. That was weird. I'm also really tired, and I can't read words correctly, which is annoying the hell out of me.
Ah wah wah ah wah 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 wah.
Was that small anime girl in the bottom left? That's a thing that happens when you load up VTube Studio. It's the watermark, and it goes away when it realizes that I've paid for VTube Studio. Okay, so Deadfire is, I guess, a different game. I'm not totally sure I get it. The Pillars of Eternity, the White March Part 1 and Part 2 seems to be the only DLC for this, which is kind of nice. How are you and what race did you choose? Goblin. I'm Glup Shido. No, I'm Gobshite Smacko. That's my name. Deadfire's the second game. Okay. You don't seem to be too upset about this. Kleska looks you in the eye, a volatile current running beneath her voice. Maybe you just don't know me enough to know what upset looks like. And maybe I've seen worse, too. Seen worse and kept on walking. Because there's nothing else to be done and because there's other people you care about who still need you. Oh. Kaliska did not like me saying that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That Chuck Berry's thing? I don't know who the fuck Chuck Berry is. No, Halle Berry. She played Catwoman.
We should move.
Yoink. Let's go with some camping supplies. You can use these rest in the wilderness or dungeons, fully restoring all your character's abilities and health. Difficulty allows you to carry more camping supplies, but hard restricts them severely. If you fully run out of camping supplies, try to find an inn. Okay. Yeah, I'm Glup Shido. Sorry, Gobshite Smacko. I keep saying it wrong. That's me. I mean, as long as it wasn't like underage girls, he's allowed to have whatever fetish he wants, you know? It doesn't look like Nick Cage. This doesn't look like Nick Cage at all. There's no Nick Cage to be found here, you insano. Man, this is some old school CRPG.
What are those symbols?
Eastern Reach is a dangerous place full of lurking enemies and carefully concealed secrets. Enable scouting mode to move stealthily and search for hidden objects like traps or secret doors. I do not see the Nick Cage face even a little.
Roundish symbol. I'm pretty sure I saw it on one of the tiles back there.
What you need?
Just say the word.
Oh fuck, a lesser black ooze. Kill this thing. Oomfies, kill this thing. Oh yeah, did I lose my weapon? I fucking did!
You better run!
At least I can go stag mode. Asking Gobshite Smacko if she's in a cage and she gives you the Mandy stare. She does. She's not Nicolas Cage. Crush damage. Don't mind if I do. What does this fucking frog get out of my message? Wait, what? What are you talking about? Was there a Froggert?
Where'd that slime come from?
Oh! Wait, what? I don't see that. I just see the word stare. I don't know why that's there. I see it in the chat box on screen. I don't see it in my little chat though. Huh. It might be a better TTV thing that I've What? No, it's on screen. Look. It's right there in the chat box. See, there's a frog and it says look in chat at this message. Told you I'm tired. That's okay. Yeah, I don't know why that's there. That's weird. Wait, this is literally just like the Baldur's Gate symbol, brother. Hold on. Vicious slick of something dark and tar-like runs down this wall. The shapes and bulges in the ooze suggest that something lies beneath, but you can't tell what. Use your water skin to clear off the ooze. It's a guy going, oh! You rinse the ooze away, revealing an intricate relief of a man's face. The sunburst surrounding it has chipped away in places, but the details of his head, from the tight curls of the hair to the ridges of his pointed ears, still showcase remarkable craftsmanship. One eye socket is empty, a gem fills the other. Oh. Happy. Viscous and oily, this muck clings to anything it touches. Foreskin soy face. I'm sorry, that does not say the word foreskin. That says forsaken. I'm very sorry that I misread your message that way.
Wait, do you hear that?
Ooh, Ingwithan relief gem. Sculpted to look like an eye. I know where that goes. Small folio is torn in several pages. The blood has soaked into several of the sheets. One later entry is still legible, however. Oh, I can't believe my luck. A few rounds of dice and I've got my hands on a genuine Ingwithan artifact. Fellow who had it said it was a pretty nothing, but as far as he's concerned, he's not willing to go digging in some ruins, though. But if he's right about this gem leading to a hidden treasures, then that's worth sneaking past a few painted elves. I head to Silantles in the morning. Then it's just a matter of finding this relief that we was talking about. Alright, cool. I know where that goes because I used my water skin smile. I learned where that goes. Smile. I love fast mode. They're just like... Bah, 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 bah. Place the gem in the eye socket. The chamber begins to rumble, stray rocks dancing across the tile floor. Finally, a large section of the wall gives way. Oh, fuck, it's a black ooze. Oh, no.
Just say the word.
Get his ass. I paused the frame of my transform back. Wait, so endurance and health are not the same thing, huh? I'm looking at my thing on the side here. Kaliska is missing health, but her endurance is at 51. So endurance and health are not the same thing. Endurance is like how long you can exist in a fight. And health is like your actual like HP. Okay. Okay, fair enough.
Can do.
I don't know why one of them's a number and one of them's just a bar, but sure. Health equals 0 problem? Not for me, brother. Maybe, I mean, I'm just built different maybe, but like, I don't have a problem if my health is 0. Do you guys? Are you broken? trembling, sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear. Knobby elbows and thin ribs show through its scaly flesh, but you recognize it as a Zarip. It watches you cautiously, breathing in ragged sighs. Raise your arms and stand still. The creature cocks its head and approaches you, a soft emanating from the back of its throat. The creature sniffs around you and finds nothing of interest, steps back and resumes its defensive posture. Okay, it won't hurt you. The Zarip recoils, fingers still wrapped tightly around its spear. You have one rank in Disposition Reputation. These reputations represent how people perceive your personality throughout the world. Even seemingly nasty reputations will be favored by some people, and benign reputations often bring out the worst in certain people. No disposition is inherently good or bad in Pillars of Eternity. But if your main character is a priest or paladin, you must be careful to not misalign their disposition with what is favored by their deity and order, respectively. For the main character only, their dispositions will modify the effects of holy radiance for priests, and faith and conviction for paladins. Oh, I hate that. I fucking hate that in D&D. I've always hated the, like, all paladins have to be lawful good. Fuck off. The creature cocks its head and approaches you, a soft clicking emanating from the back of its throat. Slowly back away. The Zarip watches you warily as you go. He's just a little guy. Come on, he's just a little guy.
Stay quiet.
Just say the word.
Mind if I ask all the chat with some help on something? Sure, go for it. Stealth 1, Stealth 0, Stealth 2. Okay. Never mind.
How can I help?
The word.
Fuck! I was desperately trying to not hurt this Zarip. I'm sorry, Zarip. I'm fucking sorry. Thought maybe I could just do a little sneaky beaky by you.
Quick and quiet.
I just wanted to get this, that's all. You do have an agate, though. And a medium shield heater, and a Zarip spear?
Just say the word.
How goes your stats arc? I'm dungeon maxing. I'm dice pilled. I'm a CRPG cell.
You're mine.
The fuck is this? Scolder Whelp? Hello, brother? Okay, we can stop scouting.
You're mine. Just say you.
Oh, holy shit, somebody crit. Kaliska crit Scolder Whelp for 27 damage. I am enjoying dungeon maxing. I hope chat is enjoying it, but I've already accepted this is going to kill my analytics. A crack runs along this wall from floor to ceiling. A light gust of air passes through it. Use a hammer and chisel to weaken the wall. You set to work. The crack lengthens and widens with your efforts, but the process is more taxing than you expected. Sweat beads from your forehead and your muscles begin to ache. Aw, yeah, of course we can help out Samantha. We love Samantha. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I've dropped my words of support. Hold on, I'm looking at a link Marcy sent me. Okay, sorry. After several long moments, you begin to see light on the other side. From one final tap, several blocks of stone shift, then tumble loose, clearing a gap just wide enough to pass through. You've lost an item, hammer and chisel. Also, chat, I just saw what you asked in the Guild Wars 2 thing, Marissa. We could maybe do a dungeon run with some Goomfies tonight, which is Guild Oomfies. I know Marcy really wants to finish the final path of Ascalonian Catacombs. So if other people want to do some dungeon runs tonight, all you have to be is level 35 for the first dungeon. So we could get some Goomfies in there. We could do some dungeon runs, and then, you know, the next dungeon is only level 40, I think, so I'll be at work. I'm sorry.
Just say the word.
Once the Ludathon is over, I'm going to be in the Discord, like, playing a lot more often. Fuck. What are these fucking things? Oh no, we all got stunned. Fuck, 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 fuck.
I'll be quiet.
Scolder ear. I do wish you could like right click on things and like examine them, like their character sheets or whatever. But you don't seem to be able to do that. We're gonna do Goomfactivity.
Do you feel that? There's a draft coming through that wall. I don't hear any sign of that storm either.
That is not what he said above his head at all. He said fresh air in here. I think we found an exit. Sounds like the storm's passed too. That was just a different voice line. Spear Spiderling, get the fuck out of here, idiots. I'm not even gonna waste a transform on you because it's loud and scary. That's okay.
What you need?
What I need is to save this game. The scary floor. Oh no! Ouch! When a party member is reduced to 0 endurance, they are knocked out. This means they are out of the fight, but as long as your side is victorious, they will regenerate their endurance when combat ends. Even though endurance regenerates after combat, health does not. Keep an eye on the bar to the left of a character's portrait to prevent them from being maimed or killed. Yeah, I failed at that. Sorry.
I'm on it.
Sorry, Heoden. Uh-oh. When a character's health bar is flashing red, it's a sign they may soon be maimed or killed. Rest in an inn or use camping supplies to fully restore health. Health reaches 0, the character will immediately drop. Depending on your difficult settings, the character will be maimed or killed. Maimed characters suffer severe combat penalties and will die if they take any additional damage. Killed characters are just dead, and in Pillar of Eternity, there is no coming back. Oh my god, okay.
Not a problem.
Well. Now we find out if people get maimed or if they die. He is maimed.
Just say the word.
How can I help?
Maybe don't walk over the field of traps. I was curious to see what happens on death. That's it. Hayden is just gone. That's it.
Just say the word.
Goodbye, Hayden. Okay, all right. Well, now I know. That is not the game I wanted to load. Which one was the manual save? It was this one.
Yeah.
No, 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 no,
What
no.
you need?
Just say the word.
I don't know why, but the just say the word and the sound when I transform is really loud and nothing else is. Kind of annoying. If I want to lead my guild of deadly adventurers into a fast casual, you know, brush with death, I'm allowed to do that. You're not my mom. So wait. There's symbols on these, but they're really hard to make out. Razor, torch to light the brazier. Oh.
Just say the word.
There's a Goomfy I forgot to loot over there. Minor Cloak of Protection, Amethyst, and Adra. Well, I'm glad I fucking
Just
tamed
say the
that.
word.
My god, stop telling me to say the word. Listen, Detha is broken, and that's not my fault, okay? Detha's a broken piece of shit. Oh, okay, so I've lit away, I think?
Yeah. Yeah.
Carry and embody this kid inside of hand 11 bonus with advantage against his DC 10. Holy shit. Yowie.
Just say the word.
Okay, yeah, so there's little puzzles. That's cute. Ah! Oopsie. Yowie.
Not a problem.
Okay. Let's
Yeah.
do this one at a time. Hey, your turn. Your turn. Hold on. Sound, voice volume, put it in like fucking 70.
Just say the word.
That's still so loud.
Just say the word.
Chat's gonna torture me with just say the word as if the game isn't already gonna do it. Oh, Goomfies!
Just say the word.
Get her ass! Well, actually, wait. Celiac, you can hit her. Oh, okay. That was fast.
Not a problem.
I'm gonna call them different names every time because I'm terrible at names. That's as large as chickens are strung in the web. Oh. Bloodstone and a rapier. Okay. Helmet. Wahoo.
Just say the word.
Just say the word. Please stop asking me to just say the word. Alright, cool. Nice little dungeon. Oh, look at this nice little green pasture. Aw, buddy. Older robed man. 4 figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus. An ancient structure of chiseled adra and metallic veins. Ominous. And adra's the green crystal, right, chat? It's the green crystal that's just popping up out of the ground. I know things. Okay. Structure of chiseled adra and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. The figure closest to the machine stands out among them. A thick gray beard frames a face of otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. Okay. All right. Are you playing as Nick Cage? I'm not. Are you considering doing Guild Wars 2 stuff? I would love it if you were there, but I don't want to make you stay up too late. Probably in like 3 or 4 hours, till around like 7 or 8 o'clock. Is that Nick Cage? No, he's not even on screen. The Nick Cage portrait isn't even on screen, you fools. Anyway, I'm gonna beat you all to death. I actually can't pause and show you what I'm talking about. It's 2 a.m. for me. I know, babe. When the Ludathon is over, we'll be able to do more, I promise. Anyway, this is a pet peeve of mine. Not to like complain and bitch, but this is a pet peeve of mine with CRPGs. Is when they say a thing, and then the portrait doesn't match up. And I get it if it's like a generic portrait, but if it's like the only time that portrait is ever used or only for that character, I'm like, fuck off a little. I'm gonna beat you up. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you have ever seen. He wears a strange black headdress with 2 protrusions that jut out like the wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true.
No, I love
to his
Nick
last
Cage.
breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution.
What did Lynn do? Did Lynn go into your server and say that I'm playing Nick Cage?
Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth, and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
Big fan of the way the queen that was, the Q, like, goes over the fucking whole thing. Oh no, what are y'all doing to this man? He's already ash and dead. What do you... It also looks like he doesn't have a head. Oh no. What are you doing? For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and the air is still. Then, all at once, it erupts with a concussive surge. Lights flood your vision, and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black, unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with adra and trimmed with copper. Style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end, a great pillar of adra pierces the floor from below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus, much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Oh. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions. Pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered, or... At the base of the pillar now, you see a man with a thick gray beard and a ceremonial robe, and crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. I would not describe this as a thick gray beard, but sure. You know this man. You are walking towards him now at a pace that is hurried while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. Damn, they got killed, dude. We're all dead? God! There's the portrait that Lynn says look like Nick Cage. But I don't fucking think it does at all. Gobshite Smacko. You awaken to find your malaise has broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tick. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figures of the machine stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. When your characters become fatigued, fatigue represents the physical and psychological wear and tear of demanding activity in a character. It most commonly receives an injury when a character is knocked out, but some scripted interactions will also result in fatigue. They are especially grueling. Fatigue goes through multiple stages, initially inflicting minor penalties, but growing in severity over time. Resting is the easiest way to remove the effects of fatigue, though some consumables can also remove fatigue. My friends are fucking dead! Theoden and Kaliska lie bloody on the uneven cobbles, their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Vale may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. Alright. I'm gonna be honest with you. Extreme +2 to the game. I really thought I totally bought these guys were gonna be my allies for the rest of time. I totally bought it.
I think we picked up a few too many spoils.
I bought it completely. I was all in. These are my friends. I don't know what my stash is. Can I just pull stuff in and out of my stash? So it's just a massive inventory I have for free? Okay. Pillars of Eternity Gamers, what is the stash? This isn't a trash can, right? I'm not gonna, like, throw all this shit away after I close this menu. Gamers. Wait, but I didn't pick everything up. Why can't I keep looting them? Maybe I did get everything? I can't tell. No, I definitely didn't. Why can't I keep looting them? What?
Just say the word.
Wait, hold on. Why can't I keep looting them? What happened?
Just say the word.
I'm definitely missing items. What happened? Why can't I keep looting them? Did I fuck it up somehow? Wait, maybe I'm not... Okay, never mind. Maybe I'm not missing items. Okay, I don't think I am, actually. Stupid fucking cape. It's me, love, Gobshite Smacko. Is there like armor, like, is there like armor proficiencies in this game? Or is there, should I just wear the highest level armor I have? Like, is there a reason for me to not wear this scale armor? You like Gobshite Smacko? That's good. That's her, Gobshite Smacko. Oh, good God, what is happening over here? Good Lord, what is happening in there? It's me, Gobshite Smacko. Cool, I've got magic sickness. Vessel flesh. Gain an item, vessel flesh. You have added it to the stash. Okay. Oh, they're not going to use their vessel flesh anymore. I might as well use it myself. NGL, not gonna lie. This up for grabs, isn't it, mate? Oh, there's a world map. Whoa, Baldur's Gate. Sorry, Defiance Bay. Definitely a different place. Definitely a different place. Definitely, for sure, not Baldur's Gate. For sure. Definitely. Wahoo. So I'm at Salantlis. Valewood. Oh, I can't go to Gilded Vale yet. I have to go through Valewood. Oh, yeah. Are this shite of gob localized entirely within your smacko?
No, I'd like better after a nap.
Alright, fine. Go get some fucking sleep then, you pussy. Sorry. That was mean. Alright, stealth, athletics, lore, mechanics, and survival. Lore represents a character's accumulated miscellaneous knowledge and trivia, often of occult or esoteric topics. Outside of conversations and scripted interactions, lore is used to activate scrolls. Higher lore values allow the character to use higher level scrolls. Okay. Athletics, adventuring is tiring work in addition to the hazards of Mortal Kombat, Adventures of Walls, count leap over. Higher athletics score increases the effective second win in conversations and scripted interactions. Athletics is used for physical feats like climbing, swimming, and jumping. Well, I'm not really a stealth girl. I feel like I've got... So it allows characters to choose from a variety of long-term bonuses each time they camp. The first 6 ranks grant the following bonus. Damage reduction... Those damage is linked to me. Okay. Okay, well, survival seems kind of good. Nope, I just came up with it when it asked me for a character name. I looked at this little shit and said, that's Gobshite Smacko. And then I was like, I can't think of anything else. And chat was like, do it. So I did, and now we've got Gobshite Smacko. And I love her. She's Gobshite Smacko, she is! You might have met a cousins, Wacko, Jacko, and Slappo, or whatever the fucking names of the Animaniacs are. I don't know. I think one of them's actually named Smacko. It's Wacko, Jacko, and Dot. That's what it is. Wacko, Jacko, and Dot, I think. I feel like I want to do lore. Oh, you can really pump these up, huh? Oh, no. Okay. Points to advance. I see. I feel like I want to do lore, athletics, and survival. I feel like that's where I'm coming in at. Maybe high. I feel like lore and survival mostly. We're not really using scrolls, but outside of like being able to have like trivia and stuff makes sense since I'm like a drifter. Same with survival. Wild Strike Burn. What is this? Allow him or her to automatically inflict additional burn damage when spirit shifted. Corrode damage, freeze, or shock damage. Okay. What type? What is... Okay, there's a lot of damage type stuff there. Damage. There are 8 damage types in Pillars of Eternity. Slash, pierce, crush, burn, shock, corroded, freeze, and raw. Oh, give it to me raw, baby girl. Damage types are used to determine how easily a target resists damage of that type based on their damage reductions. Creatures' suit of armor may be very resistant to one type of damage, but quite vulnerable to another. Some weapons or attacks may do multiple damage types or list an ore between their damage types. When an ore is listed, the attack will always do the damage type that the target is most vulnerable to. Raw damage is the only damage type that ignores all damage reduction, is generally associated with poisons and similar effects. I mean, I wish it would tell me what corrode damage is specifically. Like, what does corrode damage do? I guess none of them do a specific thing. It's just what they're resistant to. I don't know. Corrode seems good. Oh, I have to pick one of these from all of these? Oh, no. Let's just do Wild Strike Corrode. That seems good. There's a lot of shit in there, so. No new class unlocks. Fucking cringe. If you're leveling a character up, you may want to review their statistics. Open the character sheet to see their attributes, skills, abilities, and talents in greater detail. Okay. Got minor fatigue going on, gamers. Oh, there was a person there. Just like a ghost walking by me. Oh, this shit is actually really creepy. I do just keep seeing ghosts walking by me, and also I keep hearing the whispers in my ear. This shit's actually really cool. This is very perfectly mimicking the symptoms of what okay, nope, that was a waterfall, not a person. Shit's making me feel like I'm going insane. Yeah, of course I'm EP, bitch. What do you think I do? Sleep well? No, never. What whispers? Uh-huh. Kill you. I see them moving the audio bar on the side. I'm not insane. Oh shit, a Zarip. Oh fuck, multiple Zarips. Uh-oh, it's time to run. Smacko!
This isn't going very well.
Get the smack out of there! Oh no. You have died. Okay. Smacko, you needed to get the smack out of there and you didn't do it.
I'm on it.
Alright, so how do I camp? I'm just gonna fucking camp right here. Movement. So what does this do? Oh, I'm having a nightmare. Oh, now it's nighttime. That's kind of interesting.
Just say the word.
Now learn to rely on the auto. Fucking there it is. There's a ghost. I saw it. Learn to rely on the autosave button, the most important button. Ah, we really are playing Baldur's Gate. I see. Is that F5? It sure is. Like F5 in every video game. Outlaw? Yeah, you ever seen this Outlaw? Bet you haven't, idiot. Okay, so how do you know what a character is resistant to? Is there not a way to like look at a character's character sheet or something? Cyclopedia? Holy fucking shit, that's a lot. You can make... Wait, what? What? This is cool. That's neat. Now, how do I get rid of one? A. No, how do I get rid of one? Okay, I guess I can't. That's dumb, but whatever. Oh, there's a lot to learn here, huh? Okay. I just want to see what this guy is resistant to, but I don't have any way of doing it, it seems like. Which makes me big sad. Grass is still flattened behind the wagon's wheels. Bales of cabbages, potatoes, and squash have been overturned and abandoned. I'm transforming every time, dude. Get his ass. Get his ass, yeah. Make him whimper like the little bitch he is. Doesn't seem to. The bestiary is only like monsters. I don't see like outlaw. I've also fought Zaribs and I don't see anything on them, so. The card in the top left has some info, but it's all just icons. I don't know what those icons mean. Unfortunately. That's so little money for so much chocolate. Why? Is that a cave? Is that a cave I see? Is that a cave I see? Hello? Is this a cave I see? That's a bear. I can probably kill it. What am I afraid of? It's just a bear. Oh, it one-shot me! You have died. Okay. I think it's just a bear is a bad thing, actually. Okay. Hold on. I need to switch these now that I understand how they work. There.
I'm on it. Nothing will slip past me.
Funny bear, please don't notice me. Fuck, the funny bear noticed me. Funny bear,
You cannot
please.
venture forth while in combat.
No! No! Fuck. You have died.
I'm on it. Nothing will slip past me.
Why did I do this? I don't actually know how to leave combat is the thing.
Me.
Don't hurt me.
Quick and quiet.
Cadbury store in Gretna? That tells me nothing, babe. I'm not from that area. You get some real dog shit chocolate for that much in the US? Okay. The whole thing about our chocolate making making people vomit is silly. Is it like a fucking Poundland or something? You get the Poundland special? That's me when I have sex with you. Just anybody. That's the Poundland special. Young wolf, get the fuck over here. You ever fought a weredeer? Bet you haven't, idiot. I'm corrosifying your whole body, idiot. Stupid. Get corrosed, idiot. You're so fucking foolish, all of you. Here, these aged walls appear to have once encircled this entire glade. Only a small fragment remains, and the stairs leading to the top of the structure have crumbled away. Examine the wall more closely. Heavy bricks are slick with moss, presenting a hindrance to climbing, but the stones themselves seem sturdy enough. Given the right tools, one might easily reach the top. Scale the wall! You find a handhold upon one of the large stones and start to pull yourself up. The uneven bricks and odd angle of descent make the climb difficult. After a short distance, your arms begin to burn too fiercely. You are forced to drop back down to the ground. Scale the wall, scale the wall, scale the wall, scale the wall, scale the wall. Fine. Give up.
Quick and quiet.
Oh.
Nothing will slip past me.
Tenfrith.
Just say the word.
Bandit, bandit, outlaw, and Tenfrith.
Not a problem.
Bandit camp, Zarep camp, Bear cave, and ruins. Okay, I like that it leaves little stuff on the map. Think I can take him on, chat? The young dwarf tending to the stew looks up, startled as he sees you approach. Drops his ladle, spewing or spattering stew across the ground. What? The bandit turns. Get at you dogs, and make sure our new cook don't run off. Help, please, help me. One of the bandits gives Tenfrith a kick as they pass him and he huddles. All right, motherfuckers. You ever seen a weredeer? That's me, bitch. Ow. That's right. I'm killing your ass. That's right. I'm killing your ass. Yeah, that's right. I'm killing your ass.
You better run.
That's right. I'm killing your ass. Your ass has been killed, idiot. Sorry you had to see me go Mr. Beast mode there, Tanfrit or whatever your name
We
is.
picked up a few too many spoils.
Wait, actually, you know what? The drip, though? The drip of having a hood? Let's go. Drip over stats any day of the week, brother. I also don't think it was giving me any stats. Might have been. Let me check again. No, I don't think it was. Wait, what did it say about... Helmets come in many forms, from the humble padded cap to fully enclosed steel grade helms. Different cultures tend towards different style of helmets, but outside of regimented armies, the type of helmet an individual wears often comes down to personal preference. That's what I thought, bitch. Hats are meaningless, for now anyway. I go in my big inventory. I don't know why I don't have a big inventory. Alright, I can just shift click this shit. Also, I'm probably gonna need myself different armor. Leather armor. What does that look like? I kind of liked the scale mail, actually. I don't know. I really like the hide armor, but... I don't know. I don't know. Reminds me I named my charm Mixed Beast. Yeah, you sure did. How do you feel about that, Joey? Do you regret that decision now? I'm gonna loot everything before I talk to you. In case you run away or fight me or I don't know, anything really. Mixter Beast, Mixter Beast.
Hail, traveler.
By the flame, thank you. Thank you. I thought I'd be stuck cooking for these ignorant weasels for the rest of my life. Or until they were bored with me, I suppose. Woman who named a character Michelle Morbius, wondering if someone else regrets their character naming choices. Hey! 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 Get a worse memory! Fuck you! You were not supposed to remember Dr. Michelle Morbius. Must get back home. I only hope they haven't hired a replacement. The dwarf looks aghast. Listen, next time you're in the Gilded Vale, stop by the Blackhound Inn. I'll let Pasca know what you've done for me. I'm sure she'll do right by you in turn. Oh, to be back at me oven again. You've earned a reputation. Reputations can be held with communities or factions in the Eastern Reach, and will affect how members of that group respond to you. Hold on, I'm looking at something. Oh yeah, I never did that. Mixter Beast. Hold on. Okay, chat. I have to go to the bathroom. Hold on. I have to go to the bathroom, so hold on. I'll be right back. I'll leave you with this.
Welcome to your final test. I'm Mr. Beast. We can scrap the S, cause I've never missed a beat. You had to cut from honey under threat of a gun blast. When I had to cut from honey, that's another check that I'm gonna
You guys enjoy the keynote? Do you guys like the keynote? The stream is my only exposure to Mr. Beast. When I saw some Mr. Beast branded product at the grocery store, I was overcome this weirdly intense loathing for that dude. I mean, you should be. He's the guy that did where is it? 1,000 blind people see for the first time and 1,000 deaf people hear for the first time. Which, on one hand, it's a good thing that he helped those people. On the other hand, it like is kind of gross to use their like, you know, the things that affect them for like, hey, look, I helped 1,000 people who had this thing and now I made a YouTube video about it or whatever. Like, I don't know. Just really not great, IMO. It's hard to say it's not great because he did help 1,000 blind people, but like, you know, kind of like there's just something about it. Did you know there's a hold on, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Yeah, I can. Okay, here we go. There is an extension for Firefox and Chrome that makes it so that Mr. Beast shows up on every thumbnail. He is overlaid on every single YouTube thumbnail. Look, it's Mr. Beast here on the thumbnail. I like how there's like the iPad 2 Halloween costume gaping hole in torso makes it look like they're like he's outstretching to hold this person's hands. Yeah, there's just a Mr. Beast for everything. Well, there's a Mr. Beast for every thumbnail. Wait, you can't see this one. Oh no, hold on. Oh yeah, odd stuff. That is really good, actually. Hold on. You can't see one of them, so I've taken a picture of it. Hold on. Here you go. Free money. Couldn't we just buy a Japanese TV? Free money. Just, everything about that lines up beautifully. Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast. There's also, like, this isn't totally Mr. Beast's fault. You guys made good points about why the blind thing is, like, bad. But there's one more thing about it that isn't necessarily Mr. Beast's fault. Like, per se, it's, like, a product of, like, capitalism and everything. But it still really rubs me the wrong way. Which is, like... It feels like it's like making him the, like this godlike authority or whatever, to be like, I've decided with all of my money, I've bestowed sight upon you. Hope you enjoy it, like, peasant. Like, not to say he has that attitude, but it's like, you know, it's like I should grovel at his feet and be like, oh, thank you, Mr. Beast, thank you. You bestowed all these people's sight, thank you. Thank you. Like, fuck you. Soy pogging YouTube Jesus. That's just how you would describe Mr. Beast, yes. I will say, the last thing I said, though, like I said, it's not his fault. It's not his fault that I feel that way. It's a product of capitalism that he had to be the one who, like, gave them that thing in the first place. The Mr. Beast video, yeah, in case you guys haven't ever seen it, there's a piece of fan art that I have that is a reference to the 1,000 kids or 1,000 blind people see for the first time. Marcy drew it. It's pretty good. This one. 1,000 gay dogs stream for the first time. That is a reference to the Mr. Beast thumbnail of 1,000 kids or 1,000 blind people see for the first time. Big fan of that one. Fish funny. I miss Jelly. I haven't talked to Jelly in a while. It's been busy with its girlfriend, so it's just kind of like not around. Makes me miss it. Well, he does I mean, I'll give him this, Kusi. He does slightly depict the fact that he had to do it at all as kind of fucked up by revealing he talks about it in the thing or whatever, about how, like, the surgery that like they need to see is only like $100 or something like that, or like $1,000 or something like that. And he's like, that's it, that's all it is. Like, you know, the barrier for all these people is just like a comparably paltry sum of money, not comparably to him, but comparable to, like, you know, having sight. So, like, he says that, which is something, I guess.
Yeah.
Good day to you.
Man appears to be hurriedly dismantling his camp in quick, jerky movements. Looks up as you approach, his expression tense and drawn. Greetings, he says, a little breathless. On your way south, is it? Wild Orland, don't see too many of your sort along these road, meaning no offense. Suppose you're heading into town? He wipes his brow, returning to face you. The sooner you clear these woods, the better, I think. What's your hurry? And looks down at the tent, then at his hands. I didn't mean to follow my own advice. Came out here on a hunt. Me and a friend of mine thought we'd bring a stag home, eat something other than bread for once. Came upon a bear instead. Great, monstrous thing. And Pearly, he didn't make it. I don't know what I'll tell his wife. In any case, this forest already cost me a friend. I'm heading home before it takes anything else. Where'd you find this bear? In a cave up that way. Wouldn't see it out if I were you. It was a great brute of a beast. Would hate to hear that it took another life. Yeah, it's already taken mine twice. We didn't see it coming. His voice shakes a little as he speaks. We were following a stag, Pearly. He saw something in the brambles, and we went tearing off after it. We all but stumbled into the cave. Poor Pearly didn't stand a chance, and the bear was on top of him before we knew what was happening. Beasts will take what they will, I suppose. Smiles sadly, and this time Gallowayne's favor fell upon the bear. Name's Nonton, born and raised in Gilded Vale. Haven't had a spot of luck since. His face twist. Luckier than Pearly, I suppose.
Welcome.
Oh, alright then. Mr. Beast. Chad, if I was Mr. Beast, would you still love me? No? Alright, fair enough. Honestly, the correct answer. What does that question even mean? I don't know. But now I found out there's limits to your love. Okay, what if I was Mr. Beast and I paid for 1,000 people's transition? Would that make you love me? No, that would be shitty. I mean, it would be nice for those people, but like, all I would be able to think is like, think of all the other people whose transition didn't get paid for by a rich billionaire. Fucking asshole. I hate to inform you, he might actually do that. I hate to inform you, he might actually do that. He might, like, given that his friend is trans and he wanted to, like, stand up for them and shit like that, there's a good chance that he might actually do, like, I paid for 1,000 trans surgeries or whatever. There's a chance. I could really see it happening. Addendum added, the Gilded Vale. Gilded Vale is said to be one of the most prosperous villages in the Deerwood, full of opportunities for work and wealth. While they're offering land to new settlers. Uh-oh. That sure is a... Harry's gonna have a hell of a time with these, huh? Holy shit, not just one body, but like 17?
The new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
Yeah, are you mad? No wonder this place looks half empty. Only answer you hear is the buzzing of flies from the tree.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever conceived a Hollowborn child?
What the fuck are you talking about?
An infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village.
Okay. Is this blood libel? Are you doing blood libel without Jewish people?
Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst. His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now.
Oh, his kid's gonna come out without a soul. I can feel it.
A permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's
Wahoo! I want chili.
Time you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
Ah, yes, and everyone has accepted the measures necessary to keep the village safe. Ever since Lord Raderick banished the mothers of the Hollowborn, some have taken up arms against him, and while he's been searching for a cure, he's been beset with frauds and opportunists. We've had ciphers, wizards, and animancers come through town, taking the Lord's coin and promising to end the curse. Lord Raderick finally decided to make an example of those who would profit from our tragedy. The latest was an animancer from the Villain Republic, or the Valane Republics, who claimed to know the techniques none of us had seen. By now, we've seen it all. Do you have a healer in town?
Your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Raderick, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all.
Getting kind of goaded to this recipe, Pog.
But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
Well, all right. I forgot that you foreigners don't have this curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon the Deerwood for almost 15 years now. Children born without souls. We're not overhyping you. It was a good, funny image. Shakes his head. Pitiful, dumb things that breathe barely, but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are a disease. Some say they are a punishment from the gods. In truth, no one knows, but they began spreading after the Saints' War, and so the name Waidwin's legacy stuck in honor of that foul, blasphemous pretender. Lord Raderick decrees may seem strict at times, but he has our best interest at heart. You'll want to mind where you mention that. Trespassing on Ingwithan ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Bereth have mercy. We certainly have. Just as they finished, there was a Biowak. If you'd been that close to Biowak, you wouldn't be standing here.
Keep out of...
Uh-oh.
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed.
Uh-oh.
3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully.
Oh yeah, celiac disease told me about the Hollowborns. She just didn't say that name. I remember that now. Don't threaten me, little man. What do you mean? You've come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy is struck at the heart of the Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Bereth must be redoubled. What happened? I will know more details when the messengers arrive. The vagaries of childbirth, perhaps, but that is not your concern. Don't threaten me, little man. It is no threat, only a warning. Lord Raderick will not tolerate no threats to his kin, or those who live upon his lands. Grief will not make him more docile. You can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest, the inn, or a stable for all I care. Find me afterwards, and I will know more soon enough. Alright. God damn. Urgiat. Urgiat wears a twisted frown. I'm afraid I can still help you find residence here. I still can't help you find residence here. Lord Raderick's son was deemed a Hollowborn. This makes circumstances even more fraught than before. We have Lord Raderick. Comes from the line of nobles who have defended these lands since Adir times. Raderick II was an early supporter of Deerwooden and independent during the Revolution, and the current lord's father perished in the Saints' War. Hollowborn began appearing in the Deerwood shortly after the war's end. Lord Raderick may have taken it upon himself to purge the curse from Gilded Vale. His measures have been severe but necessary. Unfortunately, may have not been enough if the bells were any indication. The Saints' War? Our age's most egregious example of man's madness. 15 years ago, the people of Reed Ceres decided that Waidwin, their living saint, was the literal incarnation of the god Eothas. Urgiat wrinkles his pinched nose. The supposed saint took it upon himself to liberate the Deerwood, supposedly from alliances to less worthy gods, but I've never known an army to conquer a land for its own people's good. The war lasted about a year, but you can guess what that year did to the worship of Eothas in Deerwood. Lord Raderick's forebears had all been Eothasians, but after his father fell defending us from those fanatics, he personally saw that the temple of Eothas here in the town was shut down. Points to a few ruined walls near the tree. Tell me about the Gilded Vale. We're a frontier village, as are most settlements in the Deerwood. Gilded Vale hasn't grown much since its establishment in the colonial days, and the last 15 years have seen our population shrink further. Hence our recruitment of fresh settlers. Why has the population been shrinking? Waidwin's legacy, of course. Many women have had difficulty bearing healthy children of late. Years ago, Lord Raderick decreed that no mothers of Hollowborn are to be allowed in the Gilded Vale. His lordship dealt swiftly with the objectors. May be harsh, but if it purges us of this curse, is it not worth it? Tell me about the ruins behind the tree. That's what's left of the Temple of the Eothas. His lips pucker. Lord Raderick forbade the worship of the dead god after the Saints' War. It has been abandoned for almost 15 years, but there are no plans to rededicate it to Bareth, the god of life and death. Alright, yeah, enough about this fucking place. Alright, what an awful little area. I wanted to see something. I already forgot what it was, though. Fuck. Lost the... Okay. An infant born without a soul. Something good about your decision to move here? Nope. Not even a little. There was a thing I wanted to look up in here, but I've forgotten what it was, so... Let me look through the combat, or the chat log and see if we can find it. Nope, can't remember. I do kind of want to look at the thing about... This is not what I wanted to look at before, but I wanted to look at Waidwin. Who isn't around anymore. There's just Waidwin's legacy. Oh my god, it really is like a wiki. You can click stuff to go... Oh, that's incredible. Oh, the farmer was named Waidwin. Sorry. Waidwin invaded the neighboring Deerwood, where he was defeated, destroyed by a weapon dubbed the Godhammer Bomb. Fucking excuse me? The Godhammer Bomb?
Nothing will slip past me.
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
Strange way to talk about your dead. Half the town's up there now. Seems no right way to talk about it. For someone who can help me feel better. Gives an understanding nod as he takes a long drag from his pipe. My condolences. He exhales and turns his attention away, watching the village around him. That's not the type of feel better I meant. Welcome to our lovely village. Was that Matt Mercer? That
I'll
sounded.
go on ahead.
I thought that sounded a little like Matt Mercer. This tree is fucked.
Just say the word. Not a problem.
Or Offra's so worried about a child. I don't know if I blame her. Hush, are you mad? Leave it for indoors. What is not the baby? Maybe Kolsk managed to. Okay. I think these rains would be a boon for the crops. Papa says the temple is cursed. Oh, this is the ruins of the. Okay. They're bound to get worse now. We stupid. They can't possibly get any worse. Oh, you fool. Oh, you massive fool. Aloth, you see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hands for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we?
Oh, he's so elf-coded.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
Ooh, a fight. What's going on? One of the other men points to the hooded elf, his eyes red from a drink, but his gaze is focused. Mocking us even while he shelters in our village, he does. Just goes to show you what these fancy Adir manners are worth. We don't take to that kind of treatment, not from foreigners, and especially not from Adirans.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Why, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
Oh, I like this guy.
I'll cut that barrel-looking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
That's where you're wrong.
You're not gonna take that from him, are you? This is unnecessary. Wouldn't you rather be inside out or drinking than out here arguing? We didn't want your charity either, foreigner. Sounds suspiciously like you're defending him. Oh, okay. Alright. Well, you've left me no choice. Cuck mode. Cuck mode engaged. Death to the Stormcloaks! It's the last of the attackers fall. The elf turns to you, the tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
Oh, I can hear the Matt Mercer now that he's not trying to do an accent. Actually, that was fun.
Well, that is one way of putting it.
Straightens his hood, and you note the remains of fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel. The leatherwork beneath it is sturdy and fine.
I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvisor, at your service.
How'd you manage to get stuck out here? That is something of a long story.
I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I'm grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was traveling with a caravan, but we were
Griffin
separated
ruins.
near some ruins.
Oh, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. In half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
A bivouac.
And you survived? I've heard such a thing was impossible. But it seems you either have a knack for timing or the favor of the gods. An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
Looking for an expert on souls.
Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists. He has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
How'd you manage to cross those drunks?
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
You did tell that one man to go fuck his sister. Ah, that. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily after a few pints. The accent doesn't help. I heard the same thing. For just a moment, he looks at you as if he's about to say something else. His expression brightens with mischief, but before he can speak, he forces a tight smile, biting his lips so hard you expect to see blood. Finally, his face relaxes, and he shakes his head. I should speak more clearly next time. My apologies.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places. As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
Party member obtained. Hope this one doesn't fucking die again. And now there's just naked people on the ground. Epic. Gobshite Smacko. I keep forgetting that's her name. Second level wizard. Okay.
How may I
What
help?
can you do? First level wizard spells. Sure.
I shall.
Just say the word.
Of Aethos, Blackhound Inn, Afra's house. Let's go there. North, south, east, Windmill, Ingrid's house, and the Blackhammer Smithery. Clink and Zlox the Usurper. Oh, these are gold, so these are... As you near, you feel a vibrant history containing the essence of this man's soul. Voices from its past seem to call out to you. Reach out for this hole. Holy shit. Okay. You see a small group of people gathered around the ruins of a house. The destruction continues out from a single dwelling throughout the entire village. Not a single building still stands. Rubble is scattered everywhere. One of the men in the group leans over something in debris. It is this man, younger, barely more than a boy. The man reaches out and shakes the boy by the shoulder. The boy makes no sound and doesn't respond to the man's disturbance. The man looks up at the other members of the group and shrugs, standing to rejoin his friends. Yeah, they are. The boy suddenly sits up, eyes wide. He scrambles backwards away from the group, looking around in horror. The group move toward him in unison, eliciting a yelp from the boy, who tries to move further away. The woman in the group puts out her hands, stopping the rest. She turns to them reproachfully, motions for them to stay, and then looks at the boy on the ground, who is trying to push himself through what remains of a wall. He seems unaware he has even stopped, for the woman slowly moves around the boy, hands out, speaking in a low, calming tone. For a time, the boy doesn't even hear. He closes his eyes and braces himself against the wall, expecting violence. Eventually, the woman's words work through the fear, and he hears her. He opens his tear-filled eyes and stares at her. She holds out a hand, and he looks at it, seeming confused by the offer, then hesitantly reaches out. She takes his hand in hers and leans down to help him stand. What? What was that about?
I'll see what I can find.
The hell was that about? I mean, I get it, but like, you know. Why is that a Kickstarter thing? Zlox the Usurper. You see a lone man standing in a field. He looks around surveying the crops. Occasionally, he bends to examine a leaf up close. He's intent on what he is doing, completely absorbed in his work. The man approaches him from behind. He moves slowly, but does nothing to mask his approach. In his hand, he holds a large sword, and there appears to be no malice or hatred in the man's demeanor. He seems almost pleased. The first man hears his approach and stands, turning away from the plant he was inspecting. His face breaks into a smile, and he opens his arms to welcome the approaching man. The smile freezes into a grimace the second the man thrusts the sword through his stomach, the blade now protruding from his back. His arms slowly fall to his side, and blood starts to drip from the sword onto the plants below the men. As the first man crumples to his knees, the second pulls the sword out, a tear slowly falling down the cheek of his still smiling foe. Oh, that's fucked up. These are just like vignettes of these people's lives? Slox, why'd you kill your boyfriend? What are you doing? Yeah, any of the gold-plated ones are Kickstarter. It said that. And it said that, nope, I don't want to steal. It also said that, there's like gravestones and that those break the fourth wall and can be like silly. So those are also Kickstarter things. Dear wooden woman is standing in front of the fireplace, humming a quiet tune to herself, or perhaps to her unborn child, for she is clearly quite pregnant. Plap, 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 plap. She turns her head slightly as you enter.
Hail, traveler.
What makes a startled noise when she turns around and sees you? Oh, I'm sorry, I was expecting someone else. She gives you a cautious smile. Can I help you? Hold on, this reminded me of something. This? Yeah, here it is. Hold on. This reminded me of this. Here you go, chat. To one-winged angel. I saw this on Slug Stream and it has lived rent-free in my mind. It has lived rent-free in my mind since I saw it on Slug Stream. Also, I really want to know what hentai that's from. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I really want to know what hentai that's from. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I'd really love to know what that image is from. That's all I'm saying. All right. Nice cat. Oh, thank you. She's a sweetheart. Keeps the house clear of mice. I wasn't talking about the feline. Just arrived in Gilded Vale. Thought I'd get to know the locals. Were you with one of the caravans? She looks at you hopefully. Master Odemus, by chance. Got you. Check DMs. Yo! Thank you. Thank you. Holy shit. Page number and everything. God damn, Doppel. Thank you. I was just expecting like a number. Holy shit, you went the extra mile. Yes, I'm afraid the rest of the caravan was killed. Afra covers her mouth with a hand, eyes wide with horror. For a few moments, she can manage nothing but a strangled, voiceless gasping, her eyes brimming with tears. Knew I told her it was dangerous. Knew I told her it was a dangerous path to take. She was always so certain she could take on any danger. Oh, my poor sister. I'm sorry, stranger. I just can't believe she's gone. What? No, because we don't have marinara sauce. I should have bought some when I got these. You want one? They're basically just like little like mozzarella sticks. Really? Oh, okay. Huh? Okay. So sorry, Kaliska was always so certain she could stay on any danger. Oh, my poor sister. I'm sorry, stranger. I just can't believe she's gone. Only I hadn't called her here. If I hadn't written to her, she might still be alive somewhere. Afra's face crumples and a solitary tear slides down her cheek. Fuck, I wondered if we were gonna find her sister. Quit your sniveling. How are you gonna raise a child if you're this weak? Jesus. Kaliska mentioned that she thought you might need help. Perhaps I can provide some assistance. She looks at you with some surprise before dabbing her nose with the sleeve. It's kind of you to offer, but I don't know if I can impose this on you. It's not a small favor. I'm worried about the baby, about the legacy. Told Kaliska as much as I could, but all I know is that for a long time now, every child born in the Gilded Vale has been soulless, empty. It happened to so many mothers, and Lord Raderick, he's exiled all of them, calling it a sign of the gods' disfavor. And with my Harhort gone, I don't know how I'd manage if I lost my home too. Kind wayfarers and gold-packed knights. Holy shit. I hoped Kaliska could help me. They say Ranga, the old midwife, knows a way to prevent a child being hollowborn. But she moved south to Anslag Compass 2 seasons ago. The journey's too far for me. I can't make it as I am. I don't have anyone else now. Or now with Kaliska gone. Please, can you help me? Yeah, of course. I'll find Ranga for you. You will? Oh, gods bless you. Here, I'll give you coin to pay her with. You needn't trouble yourself with that. I think it's a drink she fashions out of... Well, I'm not sure, but it shouldn't be too much burden to carry back. Anslag's Compass is what we call the lagoon to the south. You'll have to cross the wilds to get there, and that's what keeps me from trying it myself. Thank you again, truly. You'll be saving us both. Alright. Get pregnant, get pregnant, get pregnant. Yeah, she said every child. They said some children. Every child is a lot worse. Also, very funny to me that this has almost the exact same plot as Baldur's Gate 3. Has anybody, like, noticed that? I've got, like, a mind thing that's, like, letting me, like, read people's souls, which is effectively in-game letting me read their thoughts. Like, that's how it's working. Has that been noticed? I think that's very funny. Kara Hoth. At least that's what it seems to be happening with these Kickstarter people. You see a crowded marketplace, vendors' stalls lining the roads, their proprietors' voices calling out to passerbys to come sample their wares. Someone wanders through the throngs, strolling hand in hand with another woman. Lebians! They pursue the vendor's goods, tearing at a book merchant with a number of old and beautiful tomes, chatting with one another about what they see. One will pick up a book and show it to the other, who will take it, comment on it, and place it back on its shelf. And the first will snatch up the book again and quickly pay the merchant before the other can snatch it back. They walk away from the market, weighed down by packs filled with books, still hand in hand, standing close, comfortable, and familiar with each other. As they pass down a somewhat deserted street, an object suddenly hits this woman in the chest and bounces off, rolling away toward one of the buildings. The women stop and look at the object, an apple, and then back up at the person who threw it. There's nothing special about him besides the angry look on his face and the other 2 apples he holds. Before either woman can move, the man draws back and throws another one at them, this time hitting the second woman in the forehead. He yells at them something derisive and hateful about a legacy and responsibilities. Oh no, they're experiencing homophobia! The woman raises her hand to her head and wipes the juice bits of fruit from her face and stares the man down defiantly. The first woman squeezes her hand and puts the other one on her companion's shoulder, attempting to calm her down. The other woman pulls a book from her pack and holds it before her, muttering under her breath. She pulls a hand free and waves it above the book, an aura forming around her. First woman is still trying to calm her down, but all she says goes unheard. The man, uncaring for the events happening in front of him, draws back and throws the last apple. As it arcs through the air toward them, the second woman brings up her hand and points it at the apple. A glowing orb of energy flies from her hand and strikes the apple, causing it to explode, raining bits of apple down on the road and buildings around them. The man's face changes, anger joined by fear, looking like he's trying to decide if running or attacking is the better course of action. The second woman has started chanting again, her hand glowing, her eyes narrowing. This woman steps in front of her, placing herself between her love and their attacker. She touches her face, gently stroking it while whispering calming words. A kiss. The woman's countenance changes. She calms, her eyes softening, her lips regaining the lost smile. The first woman smiles again as well and kisses the other. "Wizard scum," says the man behind them says, and the two women turn to face him, staring him down defiantly. The joy in hands begin walking in, moving past him without so much as a sideways glance. Let's go! Two lesbians experience homophobia and nearly kill a man over it. Let's go! I love that. That's a good one. Wait, is this the other girl? I can't tell. Edelyn Preoston. You see a key turn gently and steady, and hear a ghostly click as the door swings inward. Two fingers slip in, locking the door behind them, and begin their prowl. The hunt is efficient, and it takes them little time to acquire a sizable collection of documents in oddly shaped velvet pouches. Quick hands fill pockets, rucksacks, and bags. The door opens downstairs, and everything freezes. Footsteps, a tired giggle. The thieves are all eyes white and short breath as they empty their pockets of all but the necessities. Anything noisy, hurriedly replaced. Silence from downstairs, then tentative steps up the staircase. A voice calls out. One thief creeps forward, the other gesticulating wildly for him to return. He continues forward, crouching by the banister. He sees a gaudy shoe and shoves. The woman falls with a cut-off scream, rolling lifelessly to the floor below. Swearing, the second thief grabs her brother and they manage to make their escape, collecting whatever of value they can on the way out. Oh. This lady's a thief and killed the person. Can I just, like... I'm gonna quick save first. Can I just fucking attack him? Oh, I super can. Huh. Holy shit, she is a wizard. She actually attacks you.
You're mine!
Oh, holy shit! Scepter, drywood. This person didn't even give a shit. You can just attack anything, huh? I'm not gonna like leave it. I was just curious if you could. Am I good? There we go. Was that a hate crime? Oh yeah, I did kill the lesbian, didn't I? Huh. Stilettos. Yeah, you really can just attack anything. Okay. All right.
Not a problem.
Nice and quiet.
She's safe now. I would never let her come to harm. Doran Chamberlain. Okay, there's a lot of these. There's probably not that many. I'll read it. You see a large crowd gathered in the middle of a courtyard. This man stands in the midst of them, a cloak pulled over his head, holding it closed around his neck. The crowd has congregated around a platform. They all watch, transfixed, as a man is led to the platform, flanked by two city guardsmen. The man is shackled hand and foot, but carries himself as a nobleman, not deigning to even glance at the crowd. The cloaked man pulls his cover closer around his face and turns to leave, hunching over to avoid being seen. A crier on the platform unrolls a parchment and begins to read, but the man pays no attention, intent on getting away from the courtyard. The crier's voice grows louder and more intense as he reads, and voices from the crowd start to punctuate his sentences. The jeers and shouts grow more frequent, and with each one, the cloaked man flinches and his shoulders droop. He breaks from the crowd, coming to the edge of the courtyard as the crier reaches the end of his proclamation. The crowd grows silent again, save for the occasional shout. The man turns back to look at the platform, seeing his father kneeling before the block, neck exposed. The executioner moves into a position, lifting his axe to strike. The man turns suddenly, unable to watch. There's a wet thunk, and the crowd breaks into cheers and applause. He leans against the wall, regaining his composure, then straightens up. With obvious resolve, he strides off, away from the crowd and his legacy. Damn, he watched his dad die. Sorry, Doran. Why are you like you have like horns? What's going on there? See a pair of immaculately polished leather boots and an impeccably maintained goatee. Oh no, a Redditor. Their owner is a slightly hook-nosed man with a wicked grin and narrow eyes. He bobs his feathered hat at a nearby merchant as he ambles by. A piece of parchment held tight in his fist, ink staining his fair fingers. He seems to know most of the merchants in the market, stopping to engage some and nodding at others, even bartering for a few minor goods with a select few. Always smiling and laughing and exchanging jibes, he approaches a heavy-set Almawa, a smile plastered stiff across his face, and jokes about the weather. She jokes back, subtly palming him several gold coins. When he walks away, the paper in his hand is gone. The smile on his face is far more genuine. He tips his cap at her, winking, and trundles off with a new spring in his step. Damn, he just called a hit. I can feel it. Wasn't that expensive a reward, and Obsidian heavily underestimated how many people would end up backing? Oh, Obsidian, you fools. People love CRPGs, like me. There's fools like me who like these games. Just real shithead idiot people. Some of the lowest of the low, just pure scum. Scumfuck villainous people who just like these games. So sorry for you. I'm gonna kill you. Why? Whore? Mean to self? I'm joking. I'm making a joke.
Nice and quiet.
The man and woman appear to be deep in conversation, working at closing two bulging satchels. They move to embrace until the woman notices your approach and pauses, her smile faltering a little. I'm gonna pause this for a minute while we go, we're gonna watch videos for a minute while I eat. Alright, food break over. Let's do like, probably more like 30 more minutes to an hour of this, and then we'll do some Guild Wars 2 dungeons. Let me message Marcy that. Bill the pony is the pony that Sam lets go at the gates of Moira. I don't remember the gates of Moira or Sam letting go of a pony, but all right. Men and women appear to be in deep, or the man and woman appear to be in deep in conversation, working at closing two bulging satchels. They move to embrace until the woman notices your approach, and pauses, her smile faltering a little.
Hail, traveler.
Can you help me? She looks to her companion. Or can we help you, rather? She looks to her companion, brow furrowing with confusion. You know this woman, Naunton. Naunton coughs. Yes, I think we met in Valewood. I warned her about the bear. Glad to see you've made it. Was there something else you wanted? You two seem to be in a hurry. Yes, I imagine so, Ingrid laughs. We're packing for a trip, actually. I've been meaning to visit Defiance Bay, and... well, in truth, I don't think I've had my fill of... or I think I've had my fill of this town. Naunton reaches to take her hand. It's time for some new scenery, he says. Can you tell me anything about the Gilded Vale? Ingrid smiles wryly. Only that you'll want to be moving on as soon as you can. You'll have seen the tree, I imagine, but the rot goes deeper. If you're looking for work, I'd say you have a better chance of it elsewhere. We're headed for Defiance Bay ourselves. But you, Naunton.
Welcome.
I didn't talk to Ingrid, I talked to Naunton. To get more hero points to max Wellbender. So if you're looking to do stuff for your elite spec, the maps from the expansions have hero points that give you 10 hero points at a time rather than the usual 1. So that's an easy way to get them. Blacksmith, Hammery, and Windmill. Did I ever go inside the Blackhound Inn? I might not have. Oh, I see stuff to grab. We know there's more grain in there, Trumbull. We won't settle for scraps while you go fat on our crops. Muffled shouting emerges from inside the mill. The first of you drunkards comes through that door gets a shot between the eyes. Gods hear me, Swainer. I'll put you down like a dog. Come away now, lads. We'll be back, Trumbull, and we'll have fair price. Or by the flame, we'll have a reckoning. Oh yeah, I forgot windmills literally mill grain. I forgot that's like the point of them. Kind of forgot about that. I always think of windmills as just like a thing that, like, you know, like is there and sort of just moves around and doesn't really have a purpose. I forgot that they literally mill grain. Windmills mill things? Yeah, look, there's a grain pile right there. That's literally why they're called windmills, you know? Say what? Okay, never mind. Chat's making fun of me. I see. An elven man stands before you, his relatively stocky build suggesting a life of labor. His face is pale and drawn, and his eyes wide. Behind him, a younger man and woman exchange worried glances. The miller raises a club as you enter. It shakes violently in his grip. Get back if you value your life. Resolve 14. Hold on, I'm not here to hurt anyone. The miller hesitates, then lowers the cub. Wait, I know you. You just came into town, right? Don't tell me Swainer's already got his claws into you. Gods, that's all I need. My name is Gobshite Smacko. I've only just arrived in Gilded Vale. You picked a bad time to come visiting. Gilded Vale's had all of its shine scraped off. Just a big dung heap now, and Swainer thinks he's king of it. They're all of them mad. Who's Swainer? The dwarf, the one standing out there spreading lies among the villagers. Bastard's been here for decades, and he hasn't gotten any kinder with time. Miller hesitates, then lowers the club a fraction. Who are you? Is Swainer roping foreigners into his little crusade now? I don't know, I thought you could use some help. Those people out there seem pretty angry. Really? Trumbull sighs with relief. Hylia's tits, could I use a friendly face? Take it you've heard some part of what that crowd's asking for. Grain, as if I've got it all tucked away somewhere. Swainer's been egging that lot on for days. They've been keeping clear so far. But if things keep on like they are, I don't know how much longer we've got before things get messy. Please, if you're not here on his behalf, maybe you could speak to Swainer. He won't listen to me anymore. Just explain that we're all getting smaller rations now. We're all making sacrifices. Yeah, okay, I'll go see what I can do. Miller all but sags with relief. I'd be grateful if you did. He won't listen to me anymore. But maybe you'll have better luck. Tell him we're all having a hard time of it, and we'll have to make some sacrifices. Be in your debt for it if you can convince him. I'm coding a calculator in Python and a calculator T84 plus CE Python. The most frustrating thing. Why would you do that? Why would you make a calculator on a calculator? That just seems like it's going to frustrate you. I'm sure Father can explain better what's happened here. Father's a good man. He always does right by the town, he does. Because it's funny? You know what? Fair enough. Mushy and mottled with green. Uh-oh. The grain is rotten. Like, I know that's what windmills are used for, chat, what I was saying earlier. It's just that, like, because they're not used for that anymore these days, it's easy to be like, oh yeah, that's what windmills are for, you know? Like, I just forget, you know? I don't really think about it consciously. Clean your damn spills, Pasca. My brown slop is congealing in these dishes. It smells burnt. Yeah, that's my favorite brown slop. Hello and welcome to the innkeeper looks up. Oh, it's you. Tenfrith told us what you did for him. It's such a relief to have him back. I can't thank you enough. Consider yourself a favorite of the house. Discounts on drinks, rooms. Tenfrith said he wanted to whip up something nice for you. He's already back to work in the kitchen. So, what would you like? Use some reliable help. Do you know of anybody looking for work? Oh, well, I wouldn't say I can speak from experience, but we do have a certain sorts coming by looking for work from time to time. If you want to hire someone on, I'd be happy to send them your way. See what I have to work with. I can just hire like a random level 1 adventurer. That's kind of neat. I'm gonna have up to 6 people. The common room is free. Nice. Wait, so has this been done? Or maybe I should go talk to Tenfrith first.
Greetings.
More about the Black Hound. Really? Let me see. The Astral Building's been here for years, but the Black Hound's fairly new. We've got a lot of new faces in here, too. Fewer than we used to, I'll admit. Tenfrith's the big draw. I'm sure we'll get the big crowds back in no time. I used to work the tables, actually, until the old owner up and left. Nobody's sure what happened to him. Even left his poor hound behind. That's the name, see? The Black Hound, still sitting upstairs pining after him. Poor old girl. Place ended up in my hands somehow, she laughs. My very own inn. A lot of hard work involved, but it's been worth it so far. See what you have for sale. God, this is the Candle Cove Inn or whatever so much. And I love it! Ah, it's you, my savior. Makes a sweeping gesture to indicate the kitchen around you. So good to be back. Do not think I will let this go unrewarded. I have decided that you have earned the right to learn one of my most closely guarded secrets. My dearest recipe. After this, you will eat nothing else. Savory pie to keep you hale and hearty. May it serve you well in your travels. Yeah, medieval fantasy is pretty cool, but have you ever thought about sci-fi fantasy? Ever thought of science fiction where you just wake up and one day it's the future? Orland server? What the hell? Swainer is right there. I gotta talk to him. The fuck? Scroll of Fan of Flames? Hello, brother? Strom Brightblade and Selna Vertivio or whatever. Gaffwin. Down an ale, I don't have business with you. Down an ale, I don't have business with you. Alright, Swainer. Well, I don't know who you are and I don't much care. Keep walking. We're not here to chat with foreigners. What do you think of Steampunk then? I like it a lot. It's not my favorite, but I like it a lot. Aloth narrows his eyes. Careful. Looks like they're cut from the same cloth as those rowdies who attacked me. Smells like it, too. Saw you outside the mill. What was that about? Well, someone fancies themselves a meddler, eh? What's that about? It's about Trumbull thinking he's the king of the town on account of he's got the mill to his name. The dwarf's jowls quiver. There's a lot of jowl talk in this. Quiver with rage. It's about him barely giving us anything for the wheat we bring him and then cutting our purses when we need to buy grain. It's about farmers going hungry while some bastard gets rich off their crops. That's what it's fucking about. Now shove off. What are you doing in here then? To look like drink until I forget how much I want to put a pitchfork through Trumbull's face. What about you all around? Will you talk to me then? Swainer considers it, briefly. He looks to the others. Fair enough. You bring us something to wet our throats, and I might be a feel up to trading words. Alright.
Hail and well met.
Like to buy a round from some fine fellows over there. You're having me on. Any more fighting, and I'll have to ban Swainer from the inn entirely. Until then, 6 copper pieces for the whole lot. Can we skip the payment? It's for a good cause. Oh, no, you don't. I've been fooled often enough. Giving Jolly's evening worth is hardly a good cause. However they convinced you, believe me, it's not worth the copper pieces. Wait, can I do it, though?
Hail, traveler.
It'll be 6 copper pieces. All right, here you go. Right then, here. 3 drinks for 3 fools. Just take care with them. They're a hot-tempered bunch. All right. Getting kicked out of his favorite inn. But then he'll probably kill people, so. You again. What do you want now? You ever think about how in medieval fantasy there might be a guy who just like gets into a fight at a bar and just like kills a dude, and everybody else like, depending on that guy's level of importance, everybody else just kind of has to live with it. Like you're in your little like stone fucking wood home in little Peasantville, and some guy, some rowdy drunk at the bar just gets into a fight and punches some other guy so hard it fucking breaks his nose and sends the shards of it directly into his brain, and he kills a guy. But that guy who killed the murderer is like, I don't know, the fucking like town's apothecary or something, or like Miller or something like that. So everybody just kind of put up their gotta put up their hands and be like, well, guess I live with a murderer now. Oh well. You ever think about that? How much that would fucking suck shit? To know you just live with a guy who could kill and there's nothing you can do about it? But were guilds were for? What the fuck is a were guild? Is that cops? That sounds like cops. Brought drinks. And so you have, by the flame. I never thought I'd be so happy for a mug of the Blackhound shit beer. God, that's good. All right, then, you've got my attention. What is it you've got to say what's worth a round of drinks? There's man price was a precept in some archaic legal codes whereby a monetary value was established for a person's life to be paid as a fine or compensatory damages to the person's family. Person was killed or injured by another. Well, yeah, but that means that person pays the fine, and then you've still got to think about, oh, well, I just live next to a murderer. Huh. That's, all right. And he could just do it again. You're a drunken menace, and I'm putting you down. That's a good option. Look, there's no sense in threatening the miller. You have him up against the wall. Maybe you could ask some of the other villagers for help. Swainer's eyes you for a few long moments, drinking deep from his mug. Then he says, you're right. Things go on like they are. We're just going to end up hanging from the tree out there. Tell Trumbull we'll leave him be. Don't know what we'll do now with the crops failing. Haven't got another trade to speak of. Think Pasca needs a hand around the inn? Wahoo! I solved the issue without combat. I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest, and my cock is massive. So big. Wait, there's a drunkard over here. He's got a different name from everybody else. And who are you then? Another fool come to answer Edric's invitation? Oh, great lord, had my sister run out of town after the boy was born. She was the only family I had left. Not sure where she is now. Oh, blazes, I need another drink. Why was that during God of War of all things? God, can I like scroll speed? Okay, I'm gonna make it even higher. Oh, to be a drunkard in a CRPG? Yeah, voiced by a streamer going like, "Hey, food." A streamer who doesn't know what it's like to be drunk.
Hello.
That's how I talk when I'm drunk, famously. Yeah. And what did he say? Convince him to leave your family in peace. Why, that's great news. I wasn't sure you'd get through to him. They're out of their minds with drink half the time. You're a great dad. Here, he pulls a coin purse from his hip and pushes it towards you. Today's earnings to show my appreciation. And you can be sure I'll let everyone know what you've done for me. I'm not so magnanimous as to not take this. If I was playing like a really nice person, I'd be like, no, keep it. You're having a hard enough time. But you know what? I'm a little goblin. I'm Glupshido's cousin, Gobshite Smacko. I'm glad to take some money. Now we stand a chance of getting through the year. All thanks to you. Safe travels, friend. Oh, Joey. I love you. In most houses. Who are you? You're a villager. My god, there's so many. Commoner, guard, apprentice. That would all be theft, apparently. This wouldn't be theft, though, for whatever reason. Because there's daily affirmations of focus and efficiency. Alright, cool. Why not, brother? Ao Mao Man. How do you say this word? Ao Mao Man is of an impressive build, towering above the countertop. His skin is dusky blue of the deeper oceans, and his thick arms boast corded muscle. Small ears frame a square-jawed face coated in smeared soot and arcing black tattoos alike. He offers you a broad smile as you approach. Welcome. You're the first new face I've seen in quite some time. What can I do for you? It's your shop? That it is. Been here near 20 years now. Seen all manner of things over the years, good luck and bad. Tatanu glances at the guard standing watch along the wall. The black hammer, but the black hammer smithery remains. What do you have here? You've come to us at a strange time, I'm afraid. Stock's not what it used to be, but we find weapons and armor to offer yet. All forged right here at the Black Hammer. What happened? We just don't have the supplies. We've been expecting the next delivery for near on a week now. Haven't even seen a sign of it. Have to expect they were hit by bandits. Road out east is crawling with them. One of my workers ran off with the wagon themselves. Maybe to make some coin. Tatanao snorts. As if that lot would dare. He's right about the bandits. The dire situations in villages like this and the exodus to the cities has created far too many opportunities for unscrupulous sorts. Tatanu scratches his jaw, thinking, You happen to be headed that way. Maybe you could keep an eye out for a supply wagon. Or my shipment, at least. They'd be cutting through the Black Meadows, I expect. Only good road for it. As it is, most of our weapons go to His Grace, Lord Rhetoric. Tatanu glances at the nearby guard. And that's as it should be, but it doesn't leave much for outsiders. We just don't have the iron. I've committed myself to making this very tall, imposing man sound like a baby. I'm trying to show you a fat girl's ass and you're going to kill me. What in the Tiny Tim was that voice choice? I've committed to making this man sound silly. I'll find your supplies. Tatanao nods. Then you have my thanks. You bring those supplies back and I'll have plenty more to offer you. Discount to start, and oh, if you find my workers, tell them to hurry up. They can take up farming instead.
Good day, stranger.
Is that what he's supposed to sound like? Okay. Yep. Uh-huh. I gave him an accurate voice then, I think I did it good. I gave him a very fair and accurate voice. Should you go to bed? Yeah, you should go get some sleep, puppy. Not that I don't love having you here, I very much do, but I don't want to keep you up too late. If only it fit a little less, perhaps in a progressive fashion. You need help. I know you would, Joey, and I do feel bad because we're about to start the Guild Wars 2 stuff, but also, it's nearly 2 a.m. for you. You need to get some sleep. I would rather you get sleep. We'll have lots of time to play Guild Wars 2 together in like 2 days when the subathon's over. Yeah, I need help. Help shove this MFing pizza in my mouth. I'm disappointed in you because you didn't say the word mouth, like M-O-U-F. But that's an unfair reason to be disappointed with you, so +2. Guild Wars 2 stuff is soon? Guild Wars 2 stuff is right now, I've decided. I said we were only going to do this for like 30 more minutes. Like I said, I'm tired. I didn't think I was going to play that much of this today, and I've played a good bit. I mean, I hope you guys... I know I've asked this, and I know I'm being insecure again, which I kind of hate that I keep doing this, but, like, I hope you guys are enjoying watching this, because I'm really enjoying playing CRPGs again, and, you know, like Eve said, long live fun, death to analytics, but at the same time, like, I do hope this is at least somewhat fun for you guys, because I would like to play more of these. I'm really enjoying this.
Yes?
Like, this is real fun. Streamer insecure moments. Alright. Okay, enough of that.